Okay. Can anyone tell me what all we did last time?
Major world ports.
Major world ports. Okay. What else?
Ocean current.
Ocean current.
We did ocean currents, right? So we spoke about cold currents, we spoke about warm currents, we spoke about vertical currents, we spoke about horizontal currents. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You understood that, right? How the vertical currents happen and how the horizontal currents happen.
Yes.
Okay, good. Let me increase the volume a little bit. Okay, like every time, I need some volunteers so that we can start today's session. Give me about 7-8 names who want to participate by keeping the camera and mic on.
Sunil Salve, sir.
Sunil Salve, okay?
Roxanne, sir.
Roxanne. Okay, who else? We can't hear you. Hello?
Sir, me. Neha.
Me means who? Neha, okay.
Neha. Yeah. I'm the one from Bahrain.
You are the one from Bahrain, okay. Right, who else? Only 3? Come on, guys and girls. Few more volunteers. We need at least 7 or 8. Then we can start.
Sanjeev.
Sanjeev Tiwari, okay. Who else?
Muhammad Adil.
Mohammad Adil, okay. Okay, let's start. In the meanwhile, if you think you should participate, please tell me. Okay, so let's do something. All right. So today, friends, we are going to talk about very interesting topic, which is on canals. Okay. There are 3 different concepts. Did we discuss the difference between channel, canal, and strait?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No? Okay. Okay, let me share the screen first. Then we can start. All of you can see the screen? The shared screen, I mean.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You all can see. Fantastic.
Yes, now we can see.
Okay, so keep your notebooks and pens or pencils next to you. Okay. First,
Yes.
we will do some writing. Then we will go to the map work. Okay.
Okay, okay.
Wait for 5 minutes. Good.
Okay. All of you can see this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, yes.
So Sunil, first you read out loudly, and others please write down this. Okay. I want you to write the first line and the second line. Don't have to write the next part. The canal is constructed, that is not required, but the first line and the second line. So Sunil, you can switch on your mic and start reading. A canal is.
Yes, sir. A canal is a man-made water passage with land on both sides. If it has shallower water on both sides, it is called a channel. For example, the English Channel, a canal is constructed to first provide a shortcut between places for vessels, ships, barges, etc. Provide sea access to places which are otherwise not reachable by vessels. Join 2 cities which may or may not have access to the sea.
I suggest is there is some background noise in one of you. Okay, so others I request to keep the mics on mute. Okay, those who do not have any background noise or disturbance can speak. So Sunil, Neha, Mohammad Adil, Sanjeev, and Roxanne. 5 people have said okay. So let's start. So all of you, please write down. A canal is a man-made water passage between land on both the sides. So you can imagine a swimming pool constructed by human beings like you and me, and naturally you have land on both the sides. Now, when we construct something like swimming pool, then we go for more or less equal depth. You agree with that line, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, I suggest Neha, Mohammad Adil, Roxanne, and Sanjeev, keep your mics on, those who do not have background noise. And in the meanwhile, at least 2 more candidates who can participate in the communication with me. Okay, so all of you understand, when we are going for a man-made swimming pool, naturally we have more or less uniform depth. Correct? You all agree with that?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Now, what is the second line saying? Mohammad, you can read the second line.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Provide sea access to places
No,
which are otherwise not
second
reachable
line is
by vessels.
if it has shallower water. वो वाला line पढ़ो.
If it has shallower water on both sides, it is called a channel.
Right.
Example, the English Channel.
Bus, it's enough. So when we talk about swimming pool, I told you uniform depth from this left-hand side line to right-hand side, you have a uniform depth. But when we are talking about not man-made, ones which is naturally made, you have deep water in the center, and then you have shallower waters on both the sides before reaching the land. All of you understand what I'm trying to say here?
Yes.
Yes.
When we have such an arrangement made by the nature, then it is called channel and not canal. Canal is man-made, channel is naturally made. That's the difference between canal and channel. Okay. Now, when we are talking about canal, why it is constructed? Because we want to provide a shortcut between places for the ships to pass. Second reason is to provide sea access to places which are otherwise not reachable by vessels. And third reason is, or third objective of canal is to join 2 cities which may or may not have access to the sea. All right. So that's about canal. Let's straight away go to this particular slide. Okay. All of you can see this slide?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Panama Canal.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, yes.
what I suggest is all of you in your notebooks or notepads, make this particular diagram. Okay. एकदम word to word आने की जरूरत नहीं है. First pay attention to what I am saying. Once you understand, then it will be easy for you to draw this. Okay. Now look at this particular diagram. When you look at the diagram, what is the distance mentioned down below?
100
100
kilometers.
kilometers.
100 kilometers.
100 kilometers. So anyone who has been to Pune from Mumbai, how much is the distance average?
150.
200.
Around 200 kilometers, correct? So this distance we are talking about is half of Bombay-Pune. You agree with that?
Yes.
Right.
About half, 50% of the distance between Bombay and Pune. So we are talking about distance which is about 100 kilometers. Okay, can anyone tell me what is the height mentioned here?
26 meters.
26.
26 meters.
26 meters, very good. How many of you been to the NMIS office or NMIS, NMIS Institute in
Tommy.
I have been last week only, sir.
Oh, is it? Very good. So who is that who went there last week?
Shashikant, sir.
Shashikant went there last week. Okay, so Shashikant, when you entered from the door, From the floor to the ceiling, how much was the height? Approx.
It will be approx, sir, 30 meters.
Baapre.
No.
I'm talking about the office. I'm not talking about the entire building.
Acha, office, sorry. Will be, sir, 10 to 12 meters.
10 to 12 meters.
So generally it is 9 to 10 feet.
About 9 to 10 feet, correct? 6 feet is 2 meters. You all agree with that?
Yeah.
When we talk about 9 feet, it is about 2.5 meters?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. So you can imagine NMIS office from the floor to the ceiling is about 2.5 meters, correct?
Yes.
Very good. Approximately 2.5 meters. Now can you imagine 26 meters height? At least someone has to say yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So abhi kya understand or not, you have to loudly say yes, then only I can go ahead. Understand or no?
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Very good. So we are talking about 100 kilometers length and we are talking about 26 meters of height. So which means 26 meters is about 10-flory building, which is almost the total building of where NMIS is. NMIS is placed on 7th floor. So imagine a building of 10-flory. That much distance.
Atlantic
Right?
Pacific.
Pacific Ocean.
Pacific.
Now we are talking about boys and girls. We are talking about Panama Canal, which basically joins Atlantic and Pacific Ocean. The distance of the canal is approximately 100 kilometers, and the height where you have the center point is about 26 meters. Are you understanding what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So Roxanne, suppose, can you see a small ship here, red color ship?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Now suppose Roxanne, we want to take this ship from Atlantic side to Pacific side. Can you tell me what we have to do?
We have to cross the canal to reach there.
We have to cross the canal, which is about 100 kilometers long. And also we are talking about lifting up the ship by a distance of how much?
26 meters.
A height of 26 meters. Very good. Now, when we talked about or when we saw the types of ships in the first lecture, I showed you big ships.
Yes.
I showed you a container
Yes.
ship. I showed you a tanker. I showed you a bulk carrier. Yes.
Yes.
Very good. So we are not talking about a small butti or a flower pot with flowers, which I have to carry at a height of 26 meters and then get down on the other side. We are talking about a ship which is minimum 50,000 metric tons of weight. 50,000 समझते हो?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Irfan, how many people are there in the class now? 120 or 100?
36, 136.
136. 136.
Okay, 135. Average 136. Average age, मैं अपना तो बता देता हूँ, बाकी का मैं पूछता नहीं हूँ, because किसी को वजन बताने में भी बहुत तकलीफ होती है. So 75 किलो का अगर एक बंदा है, तो can you imagine how many 100 people of 75 kgs will weigh how much?
750.
75 into 100 कितने हो गए?
7,500.
1,500 kilos. 1,000 kilo is 1 ton, correct?
Right.
7,500 kgs is how many tons? 7.5.
7.5 tons.
Very good. So you imagine now, total हम लोग जो क्लास में बैठे हैं वो मुश्किल से 10 टन का कैपेसिटी है. We are talking about a ship of
50,000.
50,000. Okay. So imagine 10 tons हम सबका मिलके weight हो गया. And we are talking about a ship of 50,000. So 50,000 weight को हमको उठाना है at a height of 26 meters and then carry it on the other side and lower it down into the Pacific Ocean. Can you imagine what I'm trying to say?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Very good. So guys and girls, many engineers 100 years ago tried this because we wanted to cut the distance. We wanted to make a shortcut between Atlantic and Pacific so that we don't have to cross the entire. I'll tell you what the objective is. Can you all see this picture?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Very good. So Neha, suppose you want to go from Canada to New York. Okay, Neha, can you switch on your mic?
Yes, sir. Sorry.
Very
Yes.
So if you have to go from this point to this point, and suppose there is no benefit or no possibility of Panama Canal, then just follow the red line and go all the way via Cape. How much is the distance?
21,000.
21,000 kilometers.
21,000 kilometers. Okay, we are not talking about nautical miles here. We are just giving kilometers because on the land we understand kilometer is. Now, suppose I have the facility or if I have the provision of Panama Canal, how much the distance will be from this point to this point?
8,000.
8,000.
kilometers.
Very good. So 21,000 minus 8,000, calculator mein karo.
13,000.
Very good. Now I'll give you another example. Let's say a ship, okay, a ship sails at a speed of 10 knots per hour. That means 10 nautical miles per hour, or imagine 10 kilometers per hour. Okay. So 10 kilometers agar ek ghante mein jayega, how much distance she will cover in 24 hours, one day?
240.
240, correct? एक ट्रायल बॉल पकड़ते हैं 10 किलोमीटर का, सो 250 हो गया. Whoever said 240.
Yes, sir.
Very good. 250 हो गया. 21,000 minus 8,000, how much you said?
13,000.
13,000.
13,000. Now quickly do on the calculator. 13,000 divided by 250.
52.
13,000 divided by 250. Okay, 52. Very good. So can you imagine 52 days saved if I use Panama Canal?
Yes, sir.
Which means what? In addition to days, what else is saved?
Pankar.
Fuel.
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 Yes, you don't have to go to petrol pump. You don't have to go to bunkering port. 52 days you are saving. So your charterer is going to be happy. Your owner is going to be happy. Seafarers ka mujhe pata nahi, because the longer the sailing, you enjoy more. Correct? But at least the charterers, the owners, the brokers, the traders, the consignee, and the shipper is going to be very happy. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
All of you understood what is the meaning of canal, why people had to put in so much of effort to make this man-made swimming pools?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Very good. Chalo. See how easy it is. Hamaka परेशान हो जाते हैं हम लोग. एक minute. All right. Okay. So all of you now, what you do is draw this diagram. Don't have to go exactly as per what it is, but at least your diagram should show Atlantic Ocean. Then the port on the Atlantic side is called as
Cristobal.
Cristobal.
Cristobal. Last time I said, right? Caribbean
Hanji.
Sea, Cristobal Sea. Easy to understand, easy to remember. So the Atlantic side port of Panama Canal is Cristobal. So all of you write down Atlantic Ocean, Cristobal. You can draw a small red color ship like Roxanne is going to draw on her page. And then the ship has to go all the way up to, what is this center? ये क्या लिखा हुआ है?
Gatun Lake.
Gatun Lake, Gatun, Gatun Lake. By the grace of God, there is lot of rains in this area. It rains about 7 to 8 months a year. So Gatun Lake is always full of fresh water. Okay, please remember the word fresh water. And then you have Pacific side on the other side. And what is the port mentioned at the Pacific side?
Balboa.
Balboa, B-A-L-B-O-A. So please draw Cristobal, Atlantic Ocean, Gatun Lake, Pacific Ocean, Balboa, 100 kilometers and 26 meters height. Once you are done, tell me, we proceed.
So what are these 3 locks on both sides?
आज आ रहा हूँ एक करके करते हैं ना, पहले डायग्राम तो बनाओ. Have you heard of Nautal lock?
No, sir.
Godrej
Yes,
lock.
sir.
Godrej
Yes,
lock
sir.
तो हो, दरवाजे
Yes,
पे लगाते
sir.
हो ना lock, हाँ बस.
Yes.
तो वो वाला ये नहीं है, ठीक है। अभी ये डायग्राम बना दो और फिर मैं बताओ हो गया, मैं आगे बढ़ता हूँ। Okay, those who have completed, you can write down what is written down below as the text. Those who are continuing drawing the diagram, please continue. This diagram is very, very important, not only from your exam point of view, but also from your career point of view. Panamax ship transiting Panama Canal, if you are into chartering division, this is the game for you. You don't have to go via the Cape. Joins Atlantic and Pacific Oceans, cuts distance between east and west coast of USA, ships built to maximum dimension to suit the are called Panamax ships. After deepening locks, larger ships can pass, and these larger ships are called as, what is it called? What is written here?
Post-Panamax.
Post-Panamax. Until 2 years ago, the dimensions of the swimming pools were suited enough to carry certain amount of length, width, and depth of the ships. Now they have done some changes. They have deepened the channels. They have increased the width. Okay, so now bigger ships can pass, and the max now the dimension from Panamax limit has increased to post-Panamax limit. So now we have got post-Panamax dimensions: length, width, and depth. Okay, once you draw the diagram and once you write that text, let me know, then we can continue. Swapnil, you are done? Or you're only watching the match? Match तो 6 बजे है ना शाम को?
हाँ सर, 7, 7:30.
7:30 बजे. चलो तब तक तो कर लेते हैं. So we saw the Atlantic Ocean. The Atlantic Ocean port is called as Cristobal. Then we have got 3 locks, and then we go to Gatun Lake. Gatun Lake is a freshwater lake, and then on the other side you got another 3 locks, which will come bring down the ship to Pacific Ocean.
Done, sir.
Done, sir.
Okay. Can I continue?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Continue.
Okay. All right. Okay. So one of you just be with me. Maybe Sunil, you can switch on your mic.
Yes, sir.
Okay. थोड़ा जोर से. आपका बैकग्राउंड में आवाज है क्या? आवाज है तो बंद कर
Yes,
दो.
sir.
और को पूछूंगा. All right.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So
Sir, can I?
there is some background noise. Sunil, keep yourself on mute. Yeah. Who is that?
Santosh.
Okay, Santosh. Thank you very much. ये तो बड़ा बुलंद आवाज है संतोष. संतोष what? आगे क्या?
Santosh Mogavira.
Santosh Mogavira. हाँ, you were there in the previous lecture. Okay, Santosh. That's good. So can you see Cristobal and the red color ship, Santosh?
Yes, sir.
Very
Yes,
good.
sir.
Now what we are talking about is, even though I'm talking to Santosh, I'm talking to all 135 people in the class. Please pay attention. This red color ship, and we are talking about 50,000 tons and more tonnage. This is not a small weight. So Santosh, we go up to, okay, just follow the blue passage. All right. Can you see the mouse or the cursor moving?
Yes, sir. Yes, I can see.
Yes, sir.
So imagine now this red color ship has come up to this particular lock. Can you see a vertical bar here?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Can you see another vertical bar here?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
मैं इसे zoom करता हूँ यहाँ पे तो easy हो जाएगा. Okay, now better?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Santosh, you are on the ship.
Okay.
Now the ship has come up to this particular point, right?
Okay.
Which means what? Your ship is floating in the water,
Okay.
which has a level of Atlantic Ocean.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All of you agree?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Right. Now, Santosh, suppose ये vertical bar, if I open or if I drop, what will happen?
Water will gush out to the other side of
Water level increase हो जाएगा.
किसमें
water may come out
किसमें
from that
increase हो जाएगा?
Atlantic side.
Atlantic
On the
Ocean.
left side of the.
So water level would decrease from both the locks.
I'm so happy to hear this answer. A small swimming pool water can increase the level of Atlantic Ocean. You see, it's a very big statement. Okay, never mind. When if I open, suppose ये वाला vertical lock मैं open करता हूँ या ये particular wall मैं drop करता हूँ, so what will happen is the level outside in the Atlantic Ocean will be same as the level in the swimming pool. Agree with this?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Increase decrease बाजू में रखते हैं. पहले तो level same हो गया.
Yes.
Very good. Now what I do, Santosh, I
Yes.
bring the ship and put it inside this swimming pool. And the level is same as Atlantic Ocean. All of you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So now your ship is here, Santosh.
Okay.
Then what I do, I put this particular lock back.
Okay.
And then what I do is, I fill water in this
Increase
swimming
the
pool.
water level.
So you open the second lock.
हाँ, उसके पहले इसका थोड़ा सा
पहला वाला बंद कर देगा.
हाँ, ये वाला बंद कर दिया, फिर इसका लेवल मैंने ऊपर कर दिया थोड़ा सा. So then I open this particular lock. All right.
Okay.
I open the lock. What will happen, Santosh?
Again, flow will become.
So basically, the level in the swimming pool 1 and level in swimming pool 2 will become same.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Sometime,
Yes, sir.
for sure. The moment that happens, what I do, Sachin will take the ship into the second swimming pool and close
Okay.
this lock. Then I increase the level of this and open this lock,
Okay.
and I follow the same. So now, can I safely say that I have brought up that 50,000 metric tons of shape using 3 locks into the Gatun Lake, which is 26 meters height from the sea level?
Okay.
Hi, Anna.
Yes, sir.
हाँ तो yes sir बोलो ना sir.
26 meters from the seabed.
Yes.
Okay,
We
sir.
were talking about from the main road we have taken up to the terrace of Navratna Maraji office building
Okay.
using 3 swimming pools. All right. और यहाँ पे picture खत्म नहीं होता है. अभी now Neha, are you there? Switch on your mic.
Yes, sir.
Very good. So Neha, now you are at the Gatun Lake. So that red color ship. Can you see the red color ship here?
Yes.
Yes.
Very good.
Okay.
So what I do, I think your background also there is some noise.
Yes, sir. Actually, I was work, so that's why.
So can I do?
Yeah, okay. Someone else, please. Who is this?
So Manpreet Kaur.
Okay, Manpreet. Okay. What is it? Yeah, you can mute your mic and Manpreet, you switch on your mic.
Yes, sir.
Sir, lot of disturbance, sir.
Okay, now better?
Yes.
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 Now better.
Yes, sir.
Right. I'm not responsible for this disturbance, okay? Someone else disturbance. मैं तो दिवाली की तैयारी कर रहा था. इरफान भाई ने बताया ना आप लोगों को. Okay, so ship is there, Manpreet.
Yes, sir.
Now we have a challenge. It's not easy. Okay, 26 meters संतोष लेके तो आया ऊपर. अभी नीचे भी उतरना पड़ेगा कि नहीं?
हाँ जी.
Yes, sir.
हाँ तो मैं क्या करूंगा? यहाँ पे ये वाला लॉक को ओपन कर दूंगा. The moment I do that, the level of water in Gatun Lake will become same as the level in this swimming pool.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
This lock. Then I shift the ship, or Manpreet will shift the ship from Gatun Lake to the swimming pool. And I close this lock. And I lower
Yes.
the level and I open this lock. Then what will happen? The level
The level of.
lock and the second lock will become same. So
Yes.
now bring it here. I bring it here. I close both the sides. Then I go to the next one. Now safely can we say, Manpreet, I have brought down the ship from a height of 26 meters from Gatun Lake to Pacific side.
Yes, sir.
Easy?
Yes, sir.
Very
Yes,
good. कितने-
First we were increasing the height, now we're decreasing it.
Correct. How much time we took in the class to do this?
We 10, 15
15-20
minutes.
minutes.
Correct. But if we have to do it actually at the
It
same
is
in
6 to 8 hours.
Well, about 12 hours. And it's not an easy operation. I will show you why not it is an easy operation. First of all, you have to pull the ship and bring the ship back. So अभी पहले काम कर लेता हूँ मैं. Okay. Okay, all of you understood this so much?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Very
sir.
much.
Crystal clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Very good. Chalo. So everyone understood what Panama Canal is all about. Okay, all of you can see this.
Yes, sir. No.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Okay, let me first show you this one. Ye wala, haan. Okay. Okay, all of you can see this?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Very good. So now, Manpreet, can you
Yes,
see can you see one swimming pool over here
Yes, sir.
at a higher water level?
Yes,
sir.
sir.
And can you see one ship here?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Can you see one ship here in this swimming pool at a lower water level?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we
The
can
moment
see.
I open the lock, or it is also called as GATE gate, what will happen is the water from this gate or this swimming pool will come down in this, and both the levels will remain the same. In
Yes.
that case, this ship and next ship is at the same level, yes or no?
Right.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
That is how you lift up the ship and lower the ship in the canal. Okay.
Okay, sir.
All right. Let's see one more diagram. Okay. Okay. Can you see this?
Yes, sir.
yes, sir.
You have, let's assume that this is maybe Atlantic side. You have a water
Okay.
level which is a different water level. Then you have the swimming pool which is at a different level. Ship you bring up to here, then you open the gate, both the levels will be same. Then you bring the ship into the swimming pool, close the gate, increase the water or lower the water and shift it to the next gate.
Right, sir.
Simple. Correct?
Yes.
Yes,
Right,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. Picking up very fast. I thought it will take hours to explain. Your batch is very, very smart.
Thank you, sir.
Minute. और एक बताता हूँ आपको. हाँ. Can you all see this?
Yes.
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Right. Good. Now, can you see this? एक minute. हाँ, इसको zoom करता हूँ. Okay. All of you can see this ship?
Yes, sir.
All of you can see this ship?
Yes, sir.
Right, sir.
There is one container ship which is at a higher water level. There is one ship here at a lower water level. Another ship over here. There are gates or locks. And then you have water level over here also. Correct? All of you can see
Right,
that?
sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Very good.
Yes, sir.
Now, can you see the tracks over here?
Yes, we can see.
Yes.
Yes,
These
Yes.
are nothing to do with jogging park, okay? What we go in the morning. ये jogging tracks नहीं है, हाँ, guys and girls.
Yes, okay, sir.
Basically, these are the rail routes for the locomotives.
Okay.
Okay. Now let me show you this side. Can you see this?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Now, when we are talking about a ship of 50,000 ton, okay, अगर हम सब लोग कितने हैं 135 ना टोटल.
हाँ
Right,
जी.
sir.
yes,
अगर वायर रोप या रोप से बांधेंगे और खींचेंगे तो आएगा जहाज नीचे.
नहीं.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Chalo, thank you for telling me that answer. So you need something more powerful. Agree with that?
Yes.
Right, sir.
Very good. So earlier days, they used to use railway engines to pull or push the ship. So you have wire rope, which is connected to the railway engine, and that used to pull the ship. Now you imagine what type of, how difficult or complex this operation is, right?
Yes.
Right, sir.
But the problem is, as long as the wire rope is intact and the railway engine is powerful enough to pull it, it's okay. But what if the wire rope snaps? You know what will happen? Wire rope अगर part हो गया तो इतना tension में.
A major accident.
Major accident, yes. Okay, a small rope. पतंग का मांझा आपने देखा हुआ है कभी?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
yes,
sir.
sir.
वो snap हो गया तो कितना दर्द होता है देखो उंगली को. आप imagine करो एक wire rope which is about 1.5 inch dia. If that parts, what will happen? Okay, before you realize, there will be scrambled egg. Not even not even omelette and other thing. Okay, scrambled egg will be there straight away. Before we realize what's happening. So to avoid that, what they decided is to replace these railway engines with tugs.
Right, sir.
I'll show you one more interesting thing. Santosh,
Yes, sir.
switch on your mic. Santosh, can you see the left-hand side, right-hand side of the ship?
Yes, sir. I can see.
I think Neha, background थोड़ा Those who have background noise, Swapnil, Neha, please keep your mics on mute. The class is getting disturbed, please. Okay, all right. Now, Santosh, can you see the left hand side and right side of the ship?
Yes, sir.
Can you see the entrance point of the canal, left and right?
Yeah, both sides, sir.
Can you imagine the gap between the canal divider and the ship side?
Maybe 5 meters,
Yeah,
sir.
I didn't ask you the distance. Can you imagine how less is the distance?
Yes, sir. Very less.
Very less, very less.
Now, as far as this ship is concerned over here, can you even see the light coming from the sides?
Yes, sir. Both sides.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes.
hardly two 2.5
Yes.
meter ka distance.
Yes.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
if the precision is not there, okay, and we are not talking about a Mercedes car going on a concrete road. We are talking about a ship which is dynamic, passing through water.
Yes.
आप आपने एलिफेंटा केव्स या गेटवे ऑफ इंडिया में मछुआरे का बोट देखा है ना, छोटा वाला?
Yes, yes, yes.
तो कितना नटखट होता है, देखा आपने? मूवमेंट कितना करता है?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, always floating, sir.
इमेजिन करो ये जहाज अगर नटखट होगा और थोड़ा सा परेशान करेगा तो कितना होगा तकलीफ दोनों को, साइड को?
Yes, it's a major damage.
Yes. So imagine, guys and girls, the amount of precision required to transit the canal. It is not an easy task. Okay, it is not only कि बांध दिया अभी चलो चलता रहेगा. It's not like that. Every ship is a project. So basically, you have to see the length, width, depth of the ship. You have to do the calculations. Then you have to see कि ये स्विमिंग पूल में कितना जहाज बैठ सकता है, एक लॉक के अंदर कितने बैठेंगे, एक बैठेंगे, दो बैठेंगे. ये नहीं है कि भाई आगे आप पहला फर्स्ट इन फर्स्ट आउट फर्स्ट कम और ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. जैसे आप when the classroom will start, normally when you come in the class, what you do?
First
In
row.
NMIS class, you go and sit on the
First.
last bench, correct? फर्स्ट बेंचर्स तो लास्ट आते हैं, वो ऑप्शन नहीं करके आगे बैठते. क्या पता सर क्या करेंगे तो मैं ही दिखाई दूंगा या दिखाई दूंगी, करेक्ट?
नहीं सर, हम लोग आगे बैठेंगे
आगे
सर.
बैठेंगे. चलो, अगर ये मौका आया तो आगे बैठिए, क्योंकि मैं पहले दो रोज में जो बैठे होते हैं उनको देखता ही नहीं हूँ. ओके, उसके पीछे ही नजर जाती है मेरी, बिकॉज आई नो दैट अगर लास्ट बेंच वाले को समझ में आ गया मतलब फर्स्ट बेंच वाले को
समझ में आएगा.
समझ में आ जाएगा. चलो, गुड. सो पनामा कैनाल वी हैव सीन. Imagine that it's a project. It takes about 8 to 10 hours, sometimes 12 hours, depending on the type of ship you have, priority you have, and then you have to also see that ये convoy में कैसा बैठेगा आपका जहाज. Convoy मतलब, I'll show you in the Suez Canal what the convoy means, but just remember this word convoy. Okay, convoy means एक के पीछे एक जहाज जा रहा है. That is called a convoy. इसको मराठी में ताफा बोलते हैं. Alright? You अपने डेजर्ट में या फिर मिडिल ईस्ट में कैमल्स को देखे होंगे जाते हुए.
Yes.
Yes sir.
एक के पीछे एक चलते हैं ना.
Yes sir.
बस, that's called convoy. All right, so let's go the next one. Now we'll see if I missed out on. Okay, this we have already seen. This we
Sir,
have.
I have a question. Do currents like play a role in canals? Like अगर जो यहाँ पे कुछ current आ गया and इसका draft कम हो गया ये swimming pool का, तो फिर ship ground हो सकती है.
Okay, when we are talking about Gatun Lake, who is this asking question?
Manpreet.
Okay, Manpreet. Now, when we are talking about Gatun Lake, okay, let me show you this diagram. It's a good question. लेकिन मैं उसको आंसर करने के बाद आपको लगेगा कि क्यों पूछा.
अरे
ठीक है, कोई बात. Always questions are always welcome. Can you see this diagram?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, no matter what current and high water and low water you have, you think Atlantic Ocean is going to go down or go up?
No, no, no.
We are not talking about Gulf of Capt and Gulf of Kutch. We are talking about Atlantic Ocean, or we are talking about Pacific Ocean. Correct?
Right.
Right. Now, point number 2. Manpreet, do you think anything will happen in the swimming pool as far as tide or current is concerned?
So I don't know. That is why I'm asking.
Okay, nothing will happen. The answer is nothing will happen. So
Okay.
oceans, nothing will happen. Locks, nothing will happen. Now we come to the Gatun Lake. Okay, Gatun Lake is a freshwater lake on top of the Panama Canal, right?
Yeah.
And low water and high water kab hoga, Manpreet? When there is a
See.
Wind.
there are two different ports or two different land masses on other side, and there is a moon and sun impact. On top of this, a small Gatun Lake. You think there will be high water, low water difference too much?
No.
few centimeters is not really going to make any difference, Manpreet, or anybody.
Right.
Correct? So,
Right.
so basically in the man-made canals, this problem of height going down or depth going down or going up is not really going to matter. Right?
Okay.
Perfect. Have I answered your question?
Yes, sir.
Chalo, good. Okay, chalte hai abhi. All right. Let me. Okay, anyone? Roxanne, you please read this loudly. Lock.
Yes, sir. A lock lifts or lowers the ship when needed. It is like a large bathtub with watertight gates at each end. The water level inside the lock is adjusted to be equal to that on the outer side. The outer gate is opened and the ship enters. The gate is closed. The water level in the lock is raised to that on the inner side. The lock gate on the inner side is open. The ship leaves. Converse when going out.
This means the reverse of things happen when you are going out. Okay? All of you understood what this gate is and lock is all about and swimming pool is all about?
Yes.
Correct? Why I didn't show you this slide before? Because I want you to imagine and write it in your own language. Very important. ये by heart नहीं कर सकते आप. Okay? As long as you understand, you can write in your own language and that should be sufficient. Okay, so basically then we saw this particular diagram where the lock and so lock is open, okay, gate is open, and then you have the ships moving. Next one, we saw this particular one where the water level is up and then the water level is down.
Down.
All right. Boat lift, okay. आप सब लोग मेले में गए हो कभी?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
मेले में गए?
Okay.
All right. Now imagine करो एक चक्री होता है मालूम है जिसमें 4 सीट्स होती है, 4 बच्चों को बिठा दिया.
Right, sir.
Okay. तो जब एक इमेजिन कर लो कि सुनील एक सीट में बैठा हुआ है और संजीव एक सीट में बैठा हुआ है, ठीक है?
Okay.
तो संजीव का सीट जब ऊपर जाएगा तो सुनील का कहाँ पे जाएगा?
नीचे सर.
और अगर सुनील का ऊपर गया तो संजीव किधर जाएगा?
ऊपर.
नीचे.
नीचे.
Okay. All right. Can you all see this particular picture now?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, guys and girls, let me zoom in over here. Okay. Can you see this bridge-like thing?
Yes, sir. We can.
Yes, sir.
It is not a bridge. Have you been to SL World or have at least seen the picture of SL World slides?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
You have water mass over there, and then you have a slope or you know, जो भी है in local language it's called Gasargundi. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
It is somewhat like that. All right. And from this, a small boat or barge basically passes. Now imagine there is a water lake over here, and there is water level here also, water lake over here also. Correct?
Right.
So what happens is, in this water level, a boat or barge come up to here, and maybe another one, a boat and barge comes up to here. Can you see one boat inside this? ये चक्री के अंदर बैठा देखा?
Yes,
Ah,
sir.
sir. Yes, yes.
A
We
boat
can see.
lift is what? The entire thing goes up and the one which is on top comes down. Understood what I'm trying to say?
Right, sir.
Okay.
Now with that what happens is, the boat which is Sanjeev का boat जो नीचे है, ऊपर चला जाएगा. And Sunil का boat जो ऊपर है, वो नीचे चला आएगा. So you can basically go from the lake on top to lake on below. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
If you get a question like on boat lift in the exam, you know what to write, right? You can draw this diagram, show a boat over here, show a boat over here, and this is basically a boat lift. Understood, all of you?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's go next. So a boat lift is to lift or lower boats, barges from one canal to another. A whole lock with this vessel inside is lifted or lowered. To even out stresses, 2 vessels can be simultaneously operated. What does this mean? You cannot have one side empty and one side full. नहीं तो पूरा topple हो जाएगा. You
Yes.
have किसी को तो बिठाना पड़ेगा ऊपर.
Right, sir.
Otherwise, you will have even odd stresses, and that can be a problem. Not for the boat, but for the bridge. Okay. All right. Now let's come to the the canals. अब सबके पास world map है?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So in the world map, make one mark over here This is North America, this is South America, and make one small black mark here or whichever color you're using. And what you will write there?
Panama Lake. Panama
Panama
Canal.
Canal, which happens to be in a country called Panama, joining Atlantic Ocean and Pacific Ocean. Okay? Panama Canal भरा है सबने?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then come to the area between Africa and Asia and make another mark over here and write down Suez Canal. Write down Suez Canal. Okay. And then make a small mark over here also. Now here means where? You can see UK over here. We saw the GMT or prime meridian passing through Greenwich from here. This is on the right hand side. Okay. And write down KIEL, Kiel Canal over here. So ये तीन canal आप mark कर लो अपने map पे and then tell me done. We proceed.
1 minute, sir.
Done.
Done, sir.
Okay.
Done, sir.
Shall I proceed?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Super. All right. So let's complete the Panama Canal. Okay. Now this is basically Panama Canal, which is marked over here.
Yes,
You have Pacific Ocean on one side, and the port on Pacific Ocean is called as Balboa. And the other side, Neha, please keep your mic on mute. Neil, you also keep your mic on mute. Okay, Irfan, can you hear me?
Yes, tell
Okay,
me.
keep everybody on mute. And
Okay.
after that, Roxane, Sanjeev, Santosh, three of you only keep your mics on as of now.
Okay, sir. Sir, you are on mute. Sir, you are on mute.
Now can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. So basically, किसको बोला मैंने? Roxane, Sanjeev, and Santosh, correct?
Yes, sir.
And who is that? Manpreet. Yeah, Manpreet also.
Yes, sir.
You can switch on. So चार लोग बात कर लो, बाकी फिर disturbance नहीं होगा. Okay. So you have Pacific Ocean, you have Atlantic Ocean or Caribbean side. So Panama Canal, if you see here, I'll zoom in. If you can see here, basically you have Panama Canal, Caribbean side, you got Pacific side, and that's Panama Canal passing through Panama country. Next. Okay, so Pacific side and Atlantic side. So basically we are talking about ये जो diagram में ऐसा बनाया वैसे नहीं है. It's actually this way. Okay. All right. So this side is Pacific, and then you go from Pacific to Atlantic. Why we have this Panama man-made canal is because we want to save the distance of going via Cape. 21,000 minus 8,000 is 13,000. One of you did the calculation, 250 kilometers per day. We are talking about saving
52 days.
That's huge.
Yes.
Okay. It's not about saving bunkers. Imagine the amount of money you are saving for the owner. Okay. इसका मतलब ये नहीं है कि अगर आप केप साइज जहाज हो तो घसीट के लेके जाओ पनामा कनाल से, नहीं तो पूरा कनाल हाथ में आ जाएगा. करेक्ट. वी डोंट वांट दैट आल्सो. Our ship has to be, first of all, suitable and fit enough to go and transit via Panama Canal. Then only we can make this attempt. Okay, this we have already seen, this we have already written. Okay, this diagram I showed you how the canal looks like. Earlier railway engines were there, now the tugs are pulling. This is a diagram which I showed you to make you understand the distance saved. What is the objective or main purpose of having this man-made canal. Okay, now we go to Suez Canal. All of you, Suez Canal में भी आपको diagram बनाना है, तो मैं आपको जो बताऊंगा वही diagram बनाओ. Okay, can you all see this particular picture over here on the left?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, इसको zoom in करता हूं मैं. All right. So Friends, you all can see Red Sea?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Very good. That's your Gulf of Aden and that's your Arabian Sea. Okay, Arabian Sea, Gulf of Aden, Red Sea. Now we are coming to Suez Canal. Okay,
Yes.
Suez Canal primarily is only in one country, which is called as
Egypt.
Egypt. Naturally, of the Panama Canal, of the Suez Canal,
Yes.
like Panama Canal, we have the port on Atlantic side and we have a port on Pacific side. Similarly, for Suez Canal, which is in Egypt, we have a port in Red Sea side and we have another port in Mediterranean side. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Very good. So, since we are on this particular picture, okay, मैं इसका आगे वाला picture में जाता हूँ मैं. That is better. Okay, now can you see, all of you see the diagram of Suez Canal?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's start from Gulf of Suez. Okay, इसको थोड़ा सा छोटा करता हूँ मैं. Okay, all of you, right? Just imagine human intestine. Imagine क्या सबने?
Yes.
Okay, good. So what we see, all right, now this time let's, okay, Santosh was there to help me. Okay, Mohammad Adil, you can switch on your mic.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mohammed. So if you look at the Suez Canal, all of you just make one line like this. One side you write down. I mean, this is a diagram you have to make on your notebook. Make on one side Mediterranean Sea. Make a line like this. तो यहाँ पे छोटा सा intestine जैसा structure बनाओ. That is called as Great Bitter Lake. Okay, Mohammed?
Yes, sir.
Great Bitter Lake. So you have one side lane, traffic lane from Mediterranean towards Great Bitter Lake, and you have another side lane which is from Gulf of Suez or Red Sea towards Great Bitter Lake. Agree with that?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Very good. इतना बना दो सब लोग. पूरा बनाने की जरूरत नहीं है. Just write down Mediterranean Sea. Can you all see what is written here? Muhammad Adil?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Port side.
Port side, SAID. So the Mediterranean side of Suez Canal, the name is port side. Then you have the Suez Canal, which is opening into Great Bitter Lake. And then from Great Bitter Lake, another lane is going towards Gulf of Suez or Red Sea. And the port over here, जैसे यहाँ पे port side लिखा हुआ है, वैसे यहाँ पे लिखो Port Suez, SUEZ. So the Red Sea side port of Suez Canal is Port Suez. Done? Can we go ahead?
Yes, sir.
1 minute, sir. Done.
Okay, all of you, can we move?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So Suez Canal we saw. Can you see this picture?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Now, guys and girls, this is our Suez Canal. Okay. ये पानी नीला तो दिख रहा है, but it is very bitter. Bitter means lot of salts. Okay, बहुत खट्टा है ये. इसको चखने की जरूरत नहीं है. And the name of that lake is called as what?
Salt Lake.
Great Bitter Lake.
Great Bitter Lake.
पनामा कनाल में लेक था, उसका नाम क्या था?
Gatun Lake.
Gatun Lake.
Gatun Lake, which is a freshwater lake. Great Bitter Lake is 100% salt water. In fact, density much more than 1.025. Okay. All right.
Yep.
So, can you see one warship over here?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can you see another small vessel here?
Yes.
Can you see two more small ships here?
Yes.
So
Yes.
one after another, if the ships are there coming down or going up, then it is called as
Convoy.
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 Convoy. CONVOY. Convoy. Okay. Have you seen the movie Border? Sunny Deol?
Yes.
Yes.
When a particular attack happens, they see the tanks coming one after another, right?
Yes.
It's called convoy. Okay, very good. चलो तो convoy हो गया. अब मैं आपको एक सवाल पूछता हूँ. Santosh, you can switch on your mic.
Yes, sir.
All right. So Santosh, इसको zoom in करते हैं, so easy हो जाएगा. All right. So Santosh, can you see? All of you can see Mediterranean Sea.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All of you can see port side.
Yes, sir.
Right. All of you can see Great Bitter Lake.
Yes, sir.
And all of you can see also the Gulf, Port Suez, and then you can see Gulf of Suez or Red Sea.
Suez.
Right? इतना तो समझ में आया सबको?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Good. Now Santosh, imagine every morning, okay,
Okay.
you're going to have some ships here who want to go up the Suez Canal.
Okay.
And every morning you have another set of ships over here who want to come down in the canal. Agree?
Okay.
Take. Now there is something known as Suez Canal Authority.
Yes, sir.
Someone needs to plan this traffic, right?
Yes.
Right, sir.
You have to have a traffic police over there. Otherwise, everybody will start driving whichever way he or she wants, and then there is going to be a chaos. We don't want that to happen, correct, Santosh?
Right.
Yes, sir.
So you have, let's say, 40 ships which are parked or anchored in port side
Okay.
who want to come down and enter Red Sea.
Okay.
And you have, let's say, another 40-50 ships which are parked in Gulf of Suez or Red Sea side of Suez Canal
Okay.
who want to go north, transit Suez Canal to enter Mediterranean Sea.
Okay.
Simple?
Yes.
Okay.
Very good. Now what I do, Santosh, suppose you and me are working in the Suez Canal Authority. Now what we have to do is, we have to plan this passage. Okay? After
Okay.
breakfast, these 50 ships will start one after another in the convoy downward passage.
Okay.
And same time, these 40 ships will start upward passage.
Right,
Yes.
sir.
Imagine. हो गया इतना imagine करके?
Yes.
All right. Now let's see this diagram. ये कौन सा diagram देखा था हमने? ये देखा आपने?
हाँ जी.
Okay. Now warship, normally the width is small. Imagine a ship which is width is from here to here. So at one point time only one convoy can go. You agree with that?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Very good.
Evergreen.
हाँ?
An evergreen ship.
अरे एवरग्रीन अभी देखो अभी कॉन्वॉय चल रहा है तो वो एक्सीडेंट की बात कर रहा है.
Okay.
एवरग्रीन तो ग्राउंड हो गया था ना.
Yes, sir.
उसके 150 साल से चल रहा है सुएज के. पहले समझते हैं सुएज कैनाल को, फिर एवरग्रीन पे आना है तो आते हैं. ठीक है? ऑलराइट. एवरग्रीन शिप. चलो गुड. अभी कहाँ पे गया था? सी वैसा हो गया मेरा अभी. संतोष वे वी हैव लॉस्ट द लिंक.
Here.
Warship.
Okay. All right. So one-way traffic is coming down.
Okay.
Great Bitter Lake is the center point.
Right, sir.
Okay. Now, Suez Canal is not like Panama Canal. Panama Canal, you have to see who all will fit in that swimming pool together.
Okay.
You cannot have giraffe and tortoise in the same group. You have to have all tall guys, followed by middle height guys, then small guys, and then mini small guys. Okay. But over here, it doesn't matter. You can have convoy in whichever sequence you want, depending on the priority. So priority means what?
First come.
First come, first meet. Priority means I will try to allow
What cargo they are carrying?
what
The
cargo they are
importance
carrying.
of the cargo.
Very good. Any warships have to pass, then they are the priority. Suppose Titanic has to go, then priority hai, correct?
Yes.
Why priority hai? Because it's the most expensive cargo passenger ship is carrying. What is the cargo passenger ship carries?
Humans.
Humans.
Very expensive cargo, okay?
Yes.
So priority hai. Ro-ro ships, suppose someone in Europe orders for 10 Ferraris, and those 10 Ferraris are in a ro-ro carrier. Naturally, that will have priority.
Priority.
And then, of course, the middle level priority, the oil tankers, the project cargo ships, right? And then, of course, lesser priority, like your ships and my ships, the bulk carriers, general cargo ships. Okay, or the tankers on ballast, whatever. Okay. So what happens basically is the priority ships will be in front in the canal, both sides. One convoy coming southwards, one convoy coming up northwards. Now what happens is you cannot have both the ship convoys going at one time. Okay. So what happens is either the southbound traffic or the northbound traffic, you have to park here.
Okay.
Now imagine, okay, इसको small करता हूं मैं. हाँ. Now imagine, let's say the northbound traffic is a priority traffic. That means northbound mein you got lot of warships, passenger ships, medicine related ships, project cargo ships. So that is definitely, suppose one of the ship is carrying COVID-19 vaccine, so that is a priority, right?
Right, sir.
So what happens in that case? The southbound traffic will have to come and park here or anchor here. So southbound traffic is parked and waiting. The northbound will continue the passage.
Right, sir.
After the last vessel of southbound traffic is parked over here, then the northbound traffic will continue normally. So पूरा northbound का last बच्चा निकल जाएगा, उसके बाद southbound traffic will continue here.
Continue.
That's what happens in Suez Canal, guys and girls.
Yes.
Very simple.
Yes, sir.
Very good. अभी भूलो मत हाँ.
Sir, I have a question.
Yes, who is that?
Neha.
हाँ Neha, tell me.
Sir, like the one we had in Panama Canal, the gate, we don't have.
Your voice is very. I can hear you clearly. थोड़ा जोर से बोलो.
It's
Hello.
not audible.
Hello.
Yes.
Sir, like we had the gate
Okay.
in Panama.
Others please keep on. या तो फिर इसका disturb होगा तो कुछ नहीं कर सकते. हाँ बोलो. Northbound.
The one we had in Panama Canal, the gate, we don't have this in Suez Canal, right?
Yes.
Like there is no water difference or like anything like how it was in Panama Canal, like how they built the.
There is no lock gate system. So basically, Mediterranean water, Mediterranean Sea and Red Sea, there is no lock. So the level at the both ends will be same. So there is no lock system. There is no level system.
So Suez Canal is only built to reduce the distance.
Suez Canal is built to reduce the distance. Yes, correct.
Oh, okay.
ठीक है.
So sir, for this Panama Canal, वो जो लॉक गेट से अगर उनको हटा देंगे तो क्या होगा?
हाँ, बड़ा सवाल है ये. अभी क्या होगा? आप में से कोई जवाब दे दो.
सारा वाटर लेवल बराबर
मिडिल पार्ट में कम है.
पहले तो गटून लेक खाली कर दोगे आप, पूरा उतर जाएगा अटलांटिक और पैसिफिक में.
यस.
तो फिर तो क्या होगा? हिंदी में कहावत है ना, रोगजन सुनील बताओ वो कहावत क्या? न रहेगा
ना बजेगी बात.
न रहेगा बात, ना बजेगी बात.
न रहेगा पानी, न जाएगा जहाज. अभी किसने पूछा था जहाज? ये सवाल खोल देंगे गेट्स को, क्या होगा? तो मिल गया आंसर.
नहीं सर, मतलब वाटर लेवल तो बराबर हो जाएगा ना सबका.
कम भी तो हो जाएगा.
अरे
हायर वाटर लेवल से लोअर पे भी तो जाएगा ना.
वो जो माउंटेन के ऊपर 26 मीटर वाला लेवल है, वो कहाँ जाएगा पानी?
दोनों साइड.
पानी बचेगा क्या गटून लेक में? खोल देंगे सब तो.
नहीं है.
No, sir.
ठीक है, चलो गुड. आंसर मिला कि फिर से पूछना है?
ठीक है सर.
चलेगा. ओके, थैंक यू.
Sir, how much time does it take to transit through Suez Canal?
Good question. Now Suez Canal is,
also.
if you go without stop, then about 10 hours should be good. Why 10 hours? Minimum 10 hours, because you have to have a pilot on the ship. आप समझे क्या बोल रहा हूँ मैं?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
So ship master cannot take a decision that okay, I will do and I will navigate as I want. I don't need anybody. No, it doesn't happen that way. From the time I enter this canal, like Port Suez, anchorage, I take the pilot and then I enter the canal. Same way Port Said, I take the pilot and then enter the canal. So if you go without stopping, then about 10 hours, 8 to 10 hours should be good. But if you are the lucky one and you have to stop in the Bitter Lake, then after the entire traffic on the opposite side goes, then you start. So it can be about 17, 18 hours. Normally there is no night pilotage, no night transit. Everything happens in the daytime. So agar aapka, who is this asking? Neha, is it?
Manpreet.
Manpreet. So suppose you are lucky कि एक तरफ का ट्रैफिक बहुत ज्यादा है और वो प्रायोरिटी ट्रैफिक है, और अब अगर आप फंस गए तो ग्रेट बिटर लेक में आपको शाम निकालनी पड़ेगी.
Okay.
And then you will transit in the next day morning. Understood, Manpreet?
Yes, sir.
Sir, it may be impossible to do the movement in the night time, na?
You can do the movement,
But highly risky.
Now that who mentioned about evergreen?
Nature.
Who is that? Me. What's your name? Hello. Okay, someone mentioned evergreen, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, who is the gentleman? Okay, never mind. So what I'm saying is the day passage with the pilot on board itself is a task. So preferably you try to do it during the daylight hours, right? That is what the whole idea is. Okay. Now, can you all see this day? All of you have made the note in your notebook, the distance if you go via Panama Canal from Canada to New York, 8,000 miles. And if you go via Cape, it is 21,000. Similarly, somewhere make a note. Suppose you are going from London to Mumbai. If you use Suez Canal, provided your ship is Suezmax, within Suezmax parameters, then the distance is 7,200 miles or 11,600 kilometers. If you are not Suezmax ship, or if you do not want to go via Suez Canal, then how much is the distance?
19,300 miles.
19,800. And how much is this? 11,600.
600.
So what is the difference?
Around 7,000.
Around 800.
About 8,000?
8200 kg.
8200 kilometers. Let's take a round figure, 8,000.
8,000.
8,000 kilometers. Your ship goes 250 kilometers per day. How many days?
40.
Correct. Now you got understood how much you save?
40 days.
Yes. I'm taking this lesser side speed, but you can imagine what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
You have if you can make use of the canals, provided you are fitting, your dimensions are fitting in Suezmax or Panamax dimensions, it is better to go via these canals. Of course, you have to pay some fee. आप toll भरते हो ना? Toll नाका पे?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, when you want to transit this canal, of course, it is not 35 rupees per one transit. It is huge amount, depending on the net tonnage of the ship, multiplied by whatever dollar, pound, or currency the canal authorities apply. You have to pay that toll, which is called as canal due, and then only you are allowed to pass with and of course, pilot fee is different. Understood so far?
Yes, sir.
Good.
Yes.
All right. All of you make a note. Now the third one is Kiel Canal. Okay. All of you can see the picture on the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All of you can see the mouse moving or the cursor moving?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes, yes.
So Manpreet, switch on your mic. You speak to me now.
Yes,
the
sir.
canal, canal. Now, when we saw Manpreet, the Panama Canal we saw, where you have to climb a distance of 26 meters.
Disturbance.
Not from my side.
All others, please keep your mics on mute. Manpreet, keep your mic on. Okay. So Panama Canal we saw, Manpreet, where we have to go from Atlantic to Pacific. You have to climb a height of 26 meters and then come down. Both
Yes,
the
sir.
sides, you've got 3 swimming pools or 3 locks. So you go up via 3 locks up to a height of 26 meters, and then you come down using the other 3 locks to the other side. Whether you're going from Pacific to Atlantic or Atlantic to Pacific, doesn't matter. Another thing is Panama Canal at one point of time, you can have two-way traffic. So the one which is going towards Atlantic and one coming down towards Pacific can basically transit together. So there's no problem. Then we saw Suez Canal, where you have a small hindrance.
A narrow passage.
Correct. If you're talking about big size ships or where the width is big, then at one point time you cannot transit both the ships. So it is one-way traffic up to Bitter Lake. After Bitter Lake, you can do some juggling. But if you are not in the priority side, then the waiting period is more and the transit time will be more. Okay, we saw that.
Yes.
Good. Now we come to Kiel Canal. Kiel Canal, all of you make a small diagram in your notebook. Basically, this landmass is called as Germany. All right. Can you see Germany written over here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So just make a small diagram, a rough diagram. Germany. Make small point here. Mention Hamburg there. Hamburg or Hamburg. There is a river called Elbe River. And then there is a Kiel Canal. Can you see this red horizontal line? It is Kiel Canal. Now Kiel Canal is joining North Sea and Baltic Sea. Okay. Once you draw the diagram, tell me.
Done, sir.
All done. Can I proceed?
Yes, sir.
Can we proceed?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. So one side you got North Sea, another side you got Baltic Sea. Over here, Manpreet, there is no water level problem. So there is no canals. I mean, there is no gate or swimming pool system. The level at North Sea and Baltic Sea is same. Okay. Suppose we do not use this particular canal, then what will happen, Manpreet?
We'll have to take this full round.
We have to take a full, yes, we have to take this bigger round. Now that I will show you when we take the bigger round, what happens. Can you see this diagram?
Yes.
Suppose you are not using Kiel Canal and there is nothing like Kiel Max, something like Panamax and Suez Max. There's nothing like Kiel Max. It's just a canal which you use to go from North Sea to Baltic and vice versa. If you do not use that, then you have to go all the way from here. Problem is not going all the way from here. Problem is that this area you're bound to get rough weather. 10 months out of 12 months, you're going to get rough weather over here. And this is not a small passage, okay? ये 5 minute का काम नहीं है, Manpreet.
Okay.
ये काफी लंबा passage है. Okay? So, let me come back to this diagram. Okay, we were over here, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, can you see the gates over here, Manpreet?
Yes, sir.
You've got gates on both the sides, you can see.
Yes.
So one side you can enter Kiel Canal, and other side the Kiel Canal ship can come out. Imagine this water. This can be North Sea side or Baltic Sea side. Okay. It's not a problem. Just imagine that. So basically, what we are talking about is we have got gate system, but this gate system is not for the purpose of the same purpose of the gate which is in Panama Canal. This gate is basically serving a purpose of the seawater or the water mass inside the canal doesn't get disturbed by the heavy weather outside or rough weather outside. And that is the only purpose of this gate or lock. Have you understood what I said?
Yes, sir.
Suppose this lock is not there, then what will happen? So you have rough weather over here. That means you've got waves and currents and wind and blah, blah, blah. All that will affect the water inside the canal, correct?
Yes.
So what I do, I put a barrier over here. That barrier is called as gate or lock. When I do that, the water inside is calm.
Yes.
Clear? Okay, so Kiel Canal, all of you write down, this is a pair of locks at the North Sea end to prevent sea waves from entering the canal. Just write down this line. Once you are done, tell me, we proceed.
Done, sir.
Okay, very good.
Sir, please wait.
Wait, sir.
Please, sir. Please wait.
Check it. Only this line is good enough.
Done, sir.
Okay. So all of you understood the purpose of the gate in Panama Canal and the purpose of the gate in Kiel Canal?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now all of you tell me which country Kiel Canal is placed?
German.
Sir, Germany. In the top of Germany.
Germany.
It is between which two seas?
North Sea and
North Sea
Baltic.
and Baltic.
And Baltic Sea.
Very good. Kiel Canal is in Germany, North Sea and Baltic, between North Sea and Baltic Sea. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Very good. Now all of you tell me. All right. All of you tell me Kiel Canal is in Germany between North Sea and Baltic Sea, correct?
Yes, sir.
Tell me where is Panama Canal?
So over here, it's
Between
between
North
South America and North America,
North America and South America. Connect
and connecting
Ocean
Pacific Ocean and Atlantic Ocean.
Atlantic side or Caribbean side, the name of the port is?
Cristobal and
Cristobal and
Balboa.
Balboa.
Very good. Suez Canal is in which country?
Egypt, and
Suez
it's
Canal in
Port Said and Port Suez.
Egypt.
Is between Mediterranean Sea and
And
Red Sea.
Red Sea.
Med Sea port is Port Said, Red Sea port is Port Suez.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what is the lake's name in Panama Canal?
Gatun Lake.
What is the name of the lake in Suez Canal?
Great Bitter Lake.
Great Bitter Lake.
Okay, aapke canals dekho. If you're lucky, you might get a 20-mark question only on canals. Chalo, theek hai. It all depends on the luck.
No lake in Kiel Canal.
LB River. LB.
That water mass inside itself is like a lake, right? और क्या चाहिए? और lake चाहिए आपको? ये देखो.
नहीं, कुछ उसका नाम नहीं है ना, जैसे इसका.
क्या सबका नाम थोड़ी होता है?
Okay.
एक मिनट, ये कहाँ आ गया? Okay, can you see this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now see, can you see small sailing boats inside?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Suppose, Manpreet, I remove these locks and the rough weather outside is going to affect the water inside. What will happen to the small sailing boats?
They won't be able to handle it.
Correct. अगर इसमें किसी में विजय माल्या होगा तो क्या होगा बेचारे का? Correct? So we have to have these locks.
SBI वाला कुछ हो जाएगा सर.
देखो ये है ना. We have. I just hope that we meet in the class at least once. You all agree with that? Want to meet me or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Definitely, sir.
Not once or many times.
Anytime काय का minute है? एक बस हो गया. एक में पता चल जाएगा. Okay. All right, all of you write down the name Europa Canal. Europa Canal is important from your geography understanding is concerned, but Europa Canal, first of all, it crosses through so many countries. From North Sea, it opens into Black Sea. Can you see Black Sea on one side?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Can you see North Sea over here?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Right. What is this port over here? What लिखा हुआ है?
Rotterdam.
Rotterdam. नाम सुना है?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
One of the major ports in world.
Okay. Any other name for Rotterdam?
The bunkering port. Bunkering port.
It's also called as Europort. Okay.
Euro.
यूरोप का पोर्ट कहते हैं उसे, तो आप समझ लो रॉटरडैम कितना बड़ा होगा. Any one of you been to Baikala or APMC vegetable market?
Yes, sir.
Come on, you've never been to vegetable market?
Sir, I have been to
Sir, to a vegetable market in Pune, yes.
नहीं, ये my mistake actually. Now this generation is Swiggy and Amazon, na? So going to market
No.
is out of question.
No, sir, we went.
My mistake.
No.
Okay, anyone have been to big vegetable or fruit markets?
Yes.
Yes.
See, whatever I tell you, there is a purpose. You all agree with that so far?
Right, sir.
Yes.
5
Yes,
लेक्चर
sir.
में इतना तो पता चल गया होगा कि बिना मतलब कि ये बंदा कुछ बोलता नहीं है.
Right, sir.
Very good. You approach a market, you see the trucks parked one
Yes.
after another.
Yes, sir.
Right? Trucks मतलब I'm talking about tempos or trucks, okay? जिसमें vegetable या fruits load होते हैं या unload
Yes.
होते हैं.
Right, sir.
We're talking about 40-50 on left side, 40-50 on right side,
Right.
correct? And you walk in between,
Hmm.
correct? Now imagine the in-between thing is a water passage. Okay, it's
Yes.
like a swimming pool. In-between thing is not a road where you're walking, but you are in a small boat in a water channel, right? And these parked trucks, 50 on this side and 50 on this side, are like your ro-ro or passenger ships. Can you imagine what I'm talking about?
Yes, sir.
That's Rotterdam or Europort, guys and girls. It's huge. Okay. So it starts with Rotterdam and it ends in Black Sea. Can you see? Can you read here what's written here?
Bucharest. Bucharest.
Bucharest.
Bucharest. ये किसका कैपिटल है?
नहीं.
Croatia.
हाँ?
Croatia.
Okay, Romania or Bulgaria?
Okay.
Which one? और बोला मैंने. Okay, Black Sea, you have got Ukraine and the capital is?
Bucharest.
Ukraine का capital क्या है?
Odessa.
Odessa, very good. Then you have got Romania and you have got Bulgaria. Okay, Bucharest is one of the port. Find out and tell me. अच्छा, last time मैंने कुछ question पूछा था, उसका जवाब कुछ सो गए थे सब लोग. Last time मैंने exercise एक दिया था, वो आपने पता नहीं किसने किया होगा.
Yes, sir. We have done. I
मार्पोल
have done.
रीड करने बोला था.
क्या करने को?
मार्पोल.
हाँ, Marpol, yes.
Marpol force name.
After the tea break, we'll talk about Marpols, okay? Marpols, nahi Marpol, right? Why we talk about Marpol? Because Marpol is not only from load line point of view, but it is going to help you in your shipping practice. It is going to help you in your current shipping environment. It is going to help you in your chartering. It is also going to help you in your insurance, shipping insurance, maritime insurance, okay? तो Marpol के ऊपर बात करते हैं बाद में, after the tea break, okay? So we are talking about Europa Canal, which starts from Black Sea and ends into
North
Sea.
North Sea.
Okay? What is this word written over here?
Rain.
Rain.
Rain. Rain is one river. What is written over here?
Danube.
Now.
And what is written over here?
Main.
ये 3 नदियों के ऊपर पूरा यूरोपा कनाल चल रहा है. Now यहाँ पे there is a problem. What is the problem? Because अगर नदी है तो बहेगी जरूर, है कि नहीं?
Yes, sir.
और नदी कहाँ से कहाँ बहती है?
Higher water to lower. High altitude to lower.
फाइनली जाके सागर में मिलती है कि नहीं मिलती है?
हाँ जी.
या तो वो ब्लैक सी में उतरेगी, नहीं तो फिर कहाँ पे उतरेगी?
North Sea.
North Sea.
North Sea.
So then you have a difficulty over here. Difficulty is what? You can have a height difference or depth difference within these 3 rivers. So big ships do not pass from here. Small barges can go. Okay, that's why I said it's not that much of importance, but yes. Just imagine this particular Europa Canal is joining North Sea kidhar or Black Sea kidhar. Suppose we go via this using small barges or small boats. Imagine the distance and the time saved and the headache saved. Correct or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So Europa Canal, only for your understanding, guys and girls. All right. Okay, let's do this also. Okay, can anyone read this particular Welland Canal के नीचे क्या है?
Sir, I.
Okay,
हाँ.
please read.
Links Lakes Oriento with Lake Ira. It is
Erie.
Erie.
Ontario and Erie.
Ontario with Lake Erie. It is 43 kilometer long by passage Niagara Falls.
Niagara Falls नाम सुना है?
Niagara
Yes.
Falls.
Yes, sir.
Niagara is different. Niagara is different. Okay, just for your information.
It's
All right.
8 locks lift the ship 99 meters in a few hours with the Niagara Falls in few seconds.
Correct. Few seconds वो भूल जाओ आप, because few seconds मतलब ऊपर से डालेगा तो नीचे गिरेगा, ऐसा कुछ नहीं है वहाँ पे. Just telling you. Can you see this?
Yes, sir.
Can you see the dotted line?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
What is the country written on top and what is the country written down?
Down we
Canada and
have
USA.
Canada, US.
Correct. Canada and
Yes.
Canada and US. Canada and US. All right. Some people pronounce it as Canada. Some people say Canada.
The North Indians, Canada.
मैं
Canada one.
नहीं करता, मैं एक दो बार गया था, वो डल गया फिर. Then I thought, let me limit myself to Panama, Suez and Key. This is little difficult one. Why difficult one, Manpreet? Is because साल में 6 महीना तो इसमें बर्फ जमा रहता है. बाकी के 6 महीना पानी होगा तभी आप ट्रांजिट कर सकते हो. तो कौन जाएगा उतना ठंडी में? करेक्ट.
Right, sir.
एंड आई एम अ बॉम्बेआइट, राइट. सेंटा क्लॉज के टाइम में स्वेटर पहनते हैं हम लोग, तो वहां पे -डिग्री में कौन जाएगा? यू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट आई एम सेइंग?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
But somehow I managed to sail for a long time. Anyways, so Lake Ontario and Lake Erie, right? It is joining Ontario and Erie, and you have this canal in between, Welland Canal. Just for your understanding, guys and girls, it is not important from exam point of view, but you must know when someone talks about Great Lakes in Canada, you should know what he's talking about. He or she is talking about. Understood, all of you?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. So with that, let me close this, stop share. All right.
So the climate only is bad, or are there other conditions also in the Great Lake that hamper the transit of the ship?
Rough weather will be there, but rough weather is on the sea side, North Atlantic side. We are talking about lakes inside. These are all freshwater lakes. Okay?
Yeah, I'm talking about the Great Lakes only, because वहाँ पे कोई ship transit करता है, फिर उसके लिए अलग से documents बनाना पड़ता है, अलग से insurance वगैरह करना पड़ता है.
Correct, because ice or what should I say? Passage in ice area is a different subject altogether. Okay. Because यहाँ पे जो rules लगेंगे ना, वो rules दुनिया में नहीं लग सकते. Like if you are going via Med or a simple Bay of Bengal or Malacca Canal, there the rules are pretty simple, which are in line with the world rules. Okay. But when we are talking about these specific areas like
Great
Lakes or Panama Canal, why Panama Canal dues are different than, like, suppose you want to transit Gulf of Aden, there is no due, there is no toll required there. Or when you want to transit Gibraltar Strait, which is between North Atlantic and Mediterranean, there is no due. But yes, when you are in this area, insurance, why? Because first of all, the width is small. Secondly, you have the problem of ice, and I'm talking about, you can do ice skating for those 4-5 months, all right, on top of the river or the lake.
Okay.
There's nothing like water there at that time. So the transit होता है वो सिर्फ बाकी के 5-6 महीने ही चलेगा, उसी में आपको पूरा business करना है. But yes, lot of wheat and agri products are transported between these areas. Okay.
Sir.
Okay, sir.
All right. From Jwalan Trivedi, different insurance requirements for areas outside. Okay. So when we are talking about winter North Atlantic zone, Jwalant, or whatever your name is, just a minute. Ajobi. So 60 degree north and 60 degrees south, we are already in North Pole or South Pole areas, correct?
Right, sir.
South पे तो मुझे जाना नहीं, अंटार्कटिक में करूंगा क्या मैं penguins और whales को लेके, correct?
Right, sir.
Right. So we are not going there, but now we are talking about winter North Atlantic. And when we talk about winter North Atlantic, we're talking about the weather. It's not only going to be rough, but it's going to be cold. Okay. Titanic डूबा था ना, आपने देखा second lecture में?
Right, sir. Yes.
It was somewhere in that region. Okay. Where you have these icebergs floating all around, especially during summertime, which break from the ice mountains, and they float, and the currents are bringing. कौन सा current लेके आया iceberg को जो टाइटैनिक से टकराया था? बताओ, कुछ पढ़ाई नहीं की है किसी ने, सारे दिवाली की साफ सफाई कर रहे हैं. ओके. हाँ जी. ओके. ग्रीनलैंड के वेस्ट में जो करंट है उसे लैब्राडोर करंट कहते हैं, जो ईस्ट में उसे ईस्ट ग्रीनलैंड करंट कहते हैं. ओके. So after the winter got over, the Labrador current brought one of the bigger, I mean, many icebergs it brings in North Atlantic. One of them was floating around, drifting around, and that came in contact with
Titanic.
Okay, and then it sheared open the starboard complete right side of Titanic, and it sunk in how many hours? We saw the other day.
Few minutes.
3
Hours.
Hours.
Okay, minute और तो दूसरा है, that is a car carrier, because of which we have International Safety Management Code. Okay, Herald of Enterprise gave us International Safety Management Code. Titanic was the reason, one of the reasons which gave us
Solar safety on.
Marpol, which we are going to talk about. Are we going to talk about Marpol? Are you interested? That is important.
Exxon Valdez.
So when we're going to talk about Marpol, there are 2 ships involved. So during the break of 15-20 minutes, guys and girls, write down 2 names and find out quickly on YouTube during the break. Can you do that? Some of you at least?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Give you 2 names.
Yes,
write
sir.
down the first name. Okay. Okay, someone mentioned Exxon Valdez. Exxon Valdez gave us OPA 90, Oil Pollution Act 1990 of US. Okay.
And after that, double hull ships were started building.
Double hull का double hull हो गया, हाँ जी, बिल्कुल. काफी knowledgeable class है. All right. There are 2 ships which were responsible for Marpol. Write down first one, Torrey, Torry, Canyon. Torrey Canyon. Okay, something happened in 1967, something happened in 1979. Okay, so find out, guys and girls, what was the reason for Marpol to came in action first of all. The second ship's name is Amoco Cadiz, AMOCO, and Cadiz, Charlie Alpha Delta India Zulu, Cadiz. Okay. So आप टी ब्रेक में क्या करोगे? While I will enjoy my tea and coffee, me and Irfan, you have to find out about Amoco Cadiz and Torrey Canyon. Okay. The moment you see that, you're going to enjoy the Marpol session after the tea break. Okay. Now it is what, 15:40. I see you after 15:55 should be good.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
All right. 3:55 p.m. I meet you again.
Okay, sir.
So how many of you are there with me now? Sunil, okay, आपका background में थोड़ा noise था. Neha also same situation.
No, I am fine now.
Who is this? Fine, Neha.
Yes.
When you say me, how do you expect me to know who is you, me? Okay, chalo, Neha is fine. Roxanne is fine. Sanjeev is fine. Santosh is fine. And Manpreet is fine. Anybody else want to join me for Marpol?
Sir.
Yes.
Sir, Vikas Kumar.
Vikas Kumar, okay. Vikas Kumar. Anybody else? You can volunteer, guys and girls. See, I hope you are enjoying, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
5 lectures हो गए, अभी भी आप इतना कैसे होगा?
Sir, you can take my name, Mithila.
Mithila Nayak. Okay. Mithila Nayak. Thank you, Mithila. Anybody else? See, why I'm asking new names is because.
Sir, Omkar here.
Who?
Omkar, sir.
Omkar, okay. Why I'm taking new names is because the more people I interact with, you all will think that you are connected. You can relate, right? That's very important for your future, not mine. Correct? You all agree with that? At least those whose mics are on.
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Interaction, participation, inputs, questions are very important, and it's part of the training. And I never, you saw the way I dealt with your question on career. How should I choose my career? Correct? All of you understood that?
Yes, sir.
So when you ask questions, you have the answers, but don't ask me what questions will be there in March 2022, because I don't know, promise. Genuinely, I don't know. Okay. I'm not in the, Irfan, am I there? No, correct?
Yes, sir.
See, the answer is I'm not there. Good. So exam में क्या होगा मुझे पता नहीं है, but yes, we can prepare for the exam, right? That preparation is more important than anything else. And right, so we will be doing two topics now. One topic is about the MARPOL, Marine Pollution Convention, and the second topic is about stowage factor. Okay, stowage factor and broken stowage. But of course, that we will do later. First, we will do MARPOL. So anyone whose mic and camera is on would like to tell me about these two ships, Tory Canyon and Amoco Cadiz.
Both are oil carrying tanks.
Both were oil carrying tankers. Very good. Who is that?
Santosh Mugavira.
Santosh. Very good. Both were tankers and something happened. So what happened? Anyone read first of all?
Sir, the Canyon is when he carry at the last time he was modified by Japan.
Okay.
His capacity is modified without any standards.
So the capacity was modified, but basically what happened and where it happened? Something
It's
happened.
a rock.
Oil spill.
It's a rock.
Major oil spill, sir.
And then because of that.
Amoco Cadiz was a ship, a tanker, loaded tanker. She sat on a rock and then there was an oil spill. Yes?
Oil spill.
Location of oil spill?
Rotterdam.
Sir, Isles of Scilly.
France. Near France.
What is, was it Scilly or Sicily?
Scilly.
Scilly, okay. So near France, so in French waters, one of the tankers went aground and then there was an oil spill. Yes, that was Amoco Cadiz or Tory Canyon?
Yes, sir.
Amoco Cadiz.
Amoco Cadiz.
All right, and then what happened? Then what happened in Amoco Cadiz situation? Anyone?
Grounding.
There was a accident.
Okay. What was that accident? Was it grounding? Was it collision? Was it?
Sir, the captain tried to take shortcut, I think, something like that.
So, okay, I've got.
Rough weather, sir.
Her bottom was
rough weather,
cut. Her bottom was cut because of the rock.
No. Due to rough
Amoco
weather,
Cadiz, and that is
steering
why
was got out.
One by one. Who wants to say first? Just yeah, anyone? Just take. Nobody? Chalo, that's good. Okay, let me share the screen. What you can see on the screen?
Amoco Cadiz.
Amoco Cadiz.
Vessel is sinking.
The vessel, you can see a ship which is going down. She's sinking, correct?
Yes, sir.
Now imagine there is a lot of oil loaded in the tanks, cargo tanks of this tanker. When she is sinking and when she has touched bottom or rock, naturally the ship side will get ruptured. If she is a single hull tanker, then the seawater will directly get in touch with or get connected with the oil in the tanks.
Yes.
And you have a pollution, correct? So we're talking about what?
Pollution.
Oil pollution.
Oil pollution.
Very good. I'll stop this one and share the other one. Just give me a second. Not this. Okay. Can you see now what I'm showing you?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
You all can see. Very good. I'm happy that you all can see. Let me make this slideshow. Okay. Right. Can you see MARPOL written there?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So, Omkar, would you like to read this page for the class? Tory Canyon, March 1967. Quick. Switch on the mic and start reading.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead, start reading. 1959.
Yes, sir. MARPOL, a Tory Canyon
March 1976. 1959, US built 60,000 deadweight Liberian flag, jumbo size to 12,000, 1,200, 1,20,000 deadweight, cargo 1,20,000 tons of BP oil for Milford Haven. Navigational error caused grounding off the coast of Cornwall, England. 3 lakh
10,000.
31 lakhs.
31 million.
3 crore 10 lakh
Gallons
gallons.
of oil spread along the sea between England and France. Correct. So this happened on Tory Canyon, 1967. March of 1967, something happened. Correct.
Yes. Yes.
Let's go to the next picture. Okay, Mithila, you want to read this for the class?
Amoco Cardias 1978. 1974 built Amoco Cardias carrying 227,000 tons of crude oil. Ran aground off the coast of Brittany, France at 10 p.m. on March 16, 1978. The whole cargo spilled out as the breakers spilled the vessel into progressively polluting 360 kilometers of shoreline. At the time, this was the largest oil spill by tanker ever registered.
Correct. Mithila, when we started the class, we discussed about the distance from between Mumbai and Pune. How much was that approximately?
200 or
150 kilometers.
About 250 kilometers?
150, 200, yeah.
200 kilometers. So now can you imagine 360 kilometers of shoreline got polluted by oil?
That's unimaginable.
Yes, sir.
हाँ जी, अभी आपको समझ में आ रहा है मैं क्या कह रहा हूँ. So when these two big accidents happened, one was in 1967 and one was in 1978. Now, guys and girls, 1967 when Tory Canyon something happened, Marpol discussion started at IMO platform, okay, International Maritime Organization platform, and they had to come out with something because if they would have continued, and oil spills would have continued happening the way it is not about 10 and 15 liters of oil spill. We are talking about 227,000 tons of crude oil. Imagine even 20% of that gets into the sea, what will happen? Is crude oil, we saw, right? Crude oil, what was the color of crude oil we discussed in the crude oil section? Black or brown. So thick crude oil floating all over the place. You know what will happen?
Pollution.
It will create pollution. It will cut down the oxygen between the air. It will cut down the light between the atmosphere and the water below. So a lot of problem. Marine growth will suffer. Your birds which are feasting on this marine life will suffer. All the fishermen will suffer. So it's a big impact. That's why they had to come out with maritime convention, which is called as marine pollution, MARPOL. Okay, understood?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Good. All right. Now, what I want you to do is just a minute. This is not that important for you. All of you can see the slide?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, I give you 5 minutes. Quickly write down this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points. ऊपर का लिखने का जरूरत नहीं है. Just write down MARPOL and quickly write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Once you are done, we will discuss them one by one. Start. Short note on MARPOL, 5 marks. You write, if you can write this in your own words, that is sufficient for the exam. So I hope you're writing 1, regulations for prevention of pollution by oil. Number 2, regulations for control of pollution by noxious liquid substances in bulk. I hope you're writing that. Once you're done with point number 6, prevention of air pollution from ships, let me know and we can start discussing.
आवाज ना बड़ा
Done.
हो सर
कहाँ तक आ गए? Done.
Fifth point, sir.
Okay, good. Fifth point.
We are in 6.
Okay, who has completed writing 6? All 6. Anyone who has completed all the 6?
Yes, sir, I have done.
Who is that? Yes.
Done, sir.
Manpreet.
Manpreet. Okay. Let's start reading from the last one, number 6. Can you read that for the class? Number 6.
Regulations for the prevention of air pollution from ships.
Air pollution from ships. Okay. So air pollution कैसे हो सकता है बताओ मनप्रीत?
Done, sir.
Idea?
So when the when the fuel in it is burned,
Fuel emission.
When the fuel is burned in the main engine or boilers or generators, the exhaust of that fuel after burning is going to have a lot of carbon. Now that carbon, okay, will also have two important components. One is nitrous oxide, and in Marpol language it is called as NOx. And the second one is sulfur oxide, which is called as SOx. So NOx and SOx are harmful for the environment. We're talking about air pollution. Understood that, Manpreet?
yes, sir.
Very good. Now, Manpreet, tell me, there are first 5 and the number 6. Do you see any difference between the top 5 and number 6?
So the top ones are related to liquid and solids, and the last one is gaseous state.
Ekdam bang on. The first 5 are talking about water pollution. The last one is, and the
Air
only
pollution.
one talking about air pollution. All of you understood what I said?
Yes, sir.
Super. Okay.
Sir, अभी तो एक और एक annex आया ना, 7 ballast water management something.
Ballast water is a different convention. आया नहीं वो. It's a different rule. It is not part of Marpol.
Okay, okay.
उसमें तो और 2 घंटे जाएंगे मनप्रीत, तो उसमें अभी उसको छेड़ो मत. ठीक है?
सर वो कहीं तो रीड किया था तो याद है, something 2017 कुछ तो भी था वो. Even I don't remember too much about it.
That's a big mistake. वो किताब बंद करके रखो. बोलो मत. Air pollution I talked about NOx and SOx. Correct? Understood all of you what is NOx and SOx? ठीक है. Vikas, read number 5.
Regulation for the prevention of pollution by garbage from the ships.
From the ships. So whatever garbage you are throwing in the water, what type of garbage we normally have at home?
Normally we have the
Waste,
plastics.
electronic waste,
Plastics and
waste.
all.
The most basic kitchen waste.
sister waste.
Kitchen waste, correct. Food waste होता है ना?
Sister, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Food waste.
Food waste होता है. Yeah, whatever sabji and fruits you cut, naturally you want to throw something out, and then the remaining one which is edible you eat, correct?
Yes, sir.
Very good. All that is your food waste. So that is one type of garbage. Plastic you rightly mentioned, that's another type of garbage. Then you have another type is
Electronic waste.
electronic waste, yes. Then you have oil
Sister,
waste.
sister ash.
Yes, okay.
Yes,
You can have oil waste also from the ships. You can have rags. You can have whatever you use for cleaning purpose. All that is also garbage, correct?
Yes, sir.
There is a regulation, and you have to follow the regulation whenever you want to throw this garbage in the sea. There is certain thing which you cannot throw in the water. You have to give it to shore reception facility. Understood, Vikas?
Yes. Cargo sludge.
Cargo sludge, or it is also called as oil waste.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sunil, नहीं, अभी Neha's thing is okay, right? Okay, Neha, read number 4.
Regulation for prevention of pollution by sewage from ships.
Sewage from ships. What is the meaning of sewage? Whoever is reading that.
Vikas Kumar sir, it is like the in our home, the black water and all it is going civil like that.
The waste from the washroom and the kitchen, this thing, pantry.
Correct. Washroom, pantry, galley, that wastewater is sewage. And another thing which happens on the ship is you clean the ship, right? You have to clean with water.
Yes, yes.
When you clean the ship, that is also sewage. You can't just throw it in the water. So this is a sewage treatment plant. There's a holding plant. Some chemical treatment happens, and then only you can throw it in the water. Okay, good. All right. Now, Roxanne, you switch on your mic if you are there, and read number 3.
Yes. Regulations for the prevention of pollution by harmful substances carried by sea in packaged form.
Carried at by me, carried, okay, carried at sea or carried by sea in package form. Okay, so that is number 3, right? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Can you read number 2 also, Roxanne?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Regulations for the control of pollution by noxious liquid substances in bulk.
Very good. Now, by reading this, there is one word in number 3 which is called as package form, and there is one word in number 2 which is called as in bulk, correct?
Right.
Yes, sir.
So anyone can tell the difference between in package form and in bulk?
So in bulk is a proper tanker type of a thing, and packaged will go in container form.
Excellent. Both these package form as well as in bulk will and are directly connected to International Maritime Dangerous Goods Code, which is also called as IMDG. Write down there, IMDG code. So this number 2 and number 3 are definitely going to be governed by IMDG. Number 3, more specific, definitely. So when we are talking about in package form, it can be in containers, it can be in bales, it can be packages. So whatever you call anything packed, right? Rule number or regulation number, not regulation, annexure number 3 will be applicable to that. Okay, harmful substances carried by sea in package form. And as you rightly said, the noxious substances in bulk means a proper tanker. Now, when we talk about noxious liquid substances,
Chemical
bracket,
tanker.
all of you write down NLS. Noxious liquid substances, you can also write another name, that is toxic or poisonous chemicals. So when we are talking toxic and poisonous chemicals in bulk, then if I want to discharge that into the sea, I have to follow lecture number. Clear?
Yes.
Very good. Now, when we discuss crude oil, guys and girls, I told you one important thing. In crude oil, when you crack the crude oil, you make hydrocarbon components, correct?
Yes.
Right, sir.
Very good. So chemicals which are derived from the crude oil are called as petrochemicals. You saw that?
Yes.
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 And the chemicals which are not derived from crude oil are called as pure chemicals.
Right, sir.
Yes.
Annexure 2 is talking about pure chemicals or noxious liquid substances. It is not petrochemicals. Whenever petroleum or oil will happen, word will come, it will be governed by regulation number 1. All of you understood what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Okay. So आप समझ में आ गया आपको why MARPOL, when MARPOL, and what are the annexures involved in MARPOL? All of you got that?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Very good. Sure.
सर दिस सीलैंडिया ये जो लिखा हुआ है सर ये ऑनर्स एजेंट फॉर कैरिंग आउट क्रू चेंज एंड ऑल हस्बेंड्री मैटर्स
ये पढ़ रहे हम लोग रामायण और ये नीचे दिख रहा है भंडार का पब्लिकेशन. Concentrate on Ramayana, right?
No, sir. I have concentrated, sir. But this Sealandia, I am handling their crew change activities at Mundra or Kandla. Sealandia and Big Group.
There's so many companies. This I picked up from this particular company's side. Okay. And why I picked up is basically to tell you about MARPOL. Okay. The purpose of telling you about MARPOL annexures or no?
Yes, sir.
Right, sir.
Sir. Okay. All right. So done, Marpol?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. Now imagine International Maritime Organization as the main body. Okay. IMO. सबने imagine कर लिया?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. So the head office or the big brother is International Maritime Organization. Okay. Now write down in your notes whatever I'm trying to say here. Write down in short notes whatever you're understanding in your own words. International Maritime Organization is a body or part of United Nations. Okay. Shall I proceed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Under International Maritime Organization, there are various committees and subcommittees. Right?
Sir, some disturbance is there. Somewhere some.
Under IMO, there are some committees and there are some subcommittees. इतना लिखा सबने?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
उसमें से आपके काम के subcommittees दो हैं. First one is Marine Safety Committee. In short, it is also called as MSC, or Maritime Safety Committee. Okay, Irfan, all of keep everyone on mute and let's only keep few of them on. Mithila, Roxanne, Vikas, Santosh, keep your mics on. बाकी सारे बंद रखो. Okay, now clear, audible? सुना जा रहा है सबको?
Yes, sir. Loud and clear.
ये चार लोग ही मुझे जवाब देंगे because आप में से दो लोगों का क्या हो रहा है? Of course, I like the enthusiasm that you are trying to help me by communicating. But आपके बैकग्राउंड में जो आवाज आ रही है ना, उससे वो बैकग्राउंड म्यूजिक से गाना एक बज रहा है और आवाज दूसरी आ रही है. ठीक है? So please do the class a favor by keeping yourself mute. All right, cool. Let's continue. First one is Marine Safety Committee or Maritime Safety Committee, and the second one is MEPC, Maritime Environmental Protection Committee or Marine Environmental Protection Committee. Done?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, if you look at IMO, right, International Maritime Organization, which is a part of United Nations, if you look at IMO, there are two main objectives of IMO. First objective is safer ships. Write down first objective of IMO, safer ships. So I want safe ships to only sail in sea. I don't want substandard or unsafe ships or unseaworthy ships to go at sea. Okay, so safer ships is my first objective as IMO. And what is my second objective? Cleaner seas. I want clean seas. I don't want any environment pollution. So safe ships is first objective. Second one is clean seas or cleaner seas. Clear, all of you?
Yes,
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, when we talk about safe ships, the word safe comes there.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Safe is related to safety.
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
Anything and everything with regards to safety will be decided by Marine Safety Committee. Very simple.
Yes.
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Now tell me the examples of some rules which are related with safety or rules or conventions.
Minimum safe manning.
Minimum safe manning, very good. SOLAS, you agree? Safety?
SOLAS.
Yes.
Safety of life at sea. Safety word है?
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
Correct. कहाँ से आ गया?
So
MSC.
the entire QHSE department.
Marine Safety Committee, which is a subcommittee of IMO, उस वहां से आ गया. क्या आ गया? SOLAS.
SOLAS.
Okay. SOLAS के फ्रंट पेज पे कौन सा साल छपा हुआ है बच्चों? Anybody?
Marine Safety Committee.
1974. और मार्पोल के फ्रंट पेज पे कौन सा साल छपा हुआ है?
1978.
1973/78. Why 73/78? Because Tori Kenyon gave us one gift and Amoco Cadiz gave us second gift.
Second gift.
Titanic डूबा तो डूबा हमको एक बड़ा gift देके गया. What is the name of that gift?
Solas.
Safety of life
Solar.
at sea. Yes, we have to go by that. If I have 100 people on the ship, then I must have minimum 100 lifeboat capacities to carry on my starboard side and minimum 100 on the port side.
But sir, why? But Titanic sunk in the year 1912 and Solas came in force in 1974. Why did it take so long?
Excellent. Who is this asking the question?
So my name is Oshin.
Okay.
Oshin.
All right. Oshin, you remember one of the lectures I asked you, you want whether 10 minutes of break or 15 minutes of break?
Probably. I don't remember.
Yes, sir.
Remember. Okay. So when I asked you that, some of you said we want 15 minutes of break and some said 10 minutes of break. Some even said, smart people even said 20 minutes of break, sir. Okay.
Yeah.
So Oshin, we have 3 opinions in the same class.
Yeah.
All right. Now, if I have to say that, let's have 15 minutes of break. Some agree, some don't agree.
Yeah.
Very good. International Maritime Organization is a organization where there are members, and these members are basically flag states, and flag state is meaning of country. India is a flag state. Germany is a flag state. Japan is a flag state. South Korea is a flag state. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Very
Yes,
good.
sir.
So Ocean, after Titanic happened, okay, naturally the International Maritime Organization through Maritime Safety Committee wanted to come out with certain rules and regulations. What you see in SOLAS 1974 was not thought about all that content in 1914 or 12 when Titanic happened. You agree with that, Oshin?
Yes, sir.
Good. Now, when I put on the floor a proposal that, okay, let's have a rule that if I'm carrying 100 people, I must have capacity to carry 100 people on starboard side and 100 people on port side, correct?
Yes, sir.
Now, like you guys said that I want 15 minutes and some said 20, some agree, some don't agree.
Yes, sir.
And there is a rule to pass a particular convention or a proposal or a resolution. So I have to have minimum 50% people saying that, okay, let's go for SOLAS.
Right.
Because 50% people to say yes took so long. Understood the reason why SOLAS so long after Titanic?
Yes, sir.
Even
Thank you, sir.
you saw in the picture, Tori Kenyon happened in 1967.
Yeah.
Okay, so I ask you a question then, why Marpol came in 1973?
Yeah, I mean, well, that's explainable. You know, there's not a long time, but in terms of Titanic, it's more than 50 years. Sir.
Yeah, basically, from Titanic, a lot of things happened, Oshin. There was not SOLAS as such, but there were few publications or conventions or rules in between, and slowly that particular concept graduated into SOLAS 1974.
Achha. Okay, understood. Yeah. Yes, sir. Thank
Perfect.
you, sir.
So first one is safety, which is related to Marine Safety Committee, right? So anything and everything. First is SOLAS. One of you mentioned minimum manning certificate. Who mentioned that? Someone said minimum manning certificate.
Sanjeev.
Sanjeev, very good, Sanjeev. Heard of International Safety Management Code, ISM code?
Yes, sir.
Safety management, so related to safety?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
You can relate it to Marine Safety Committee?
Yes, sir.
Which is a
Yes.
subcommittee of IMO,
Mhm.
which is a part of United Nations. Agree?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Very good. Now we come to Marine Environmental Protection Committee, MEPC. Now this is taking care of the second objective of MARPOL. And what is the second objective of IMO? And what is the second objective we just mentioned?
Cleaner seas.
Cleaner seas. So we don't want environmental protection. I mean, we don't want pollution of the environment, water and air, correct?
Yes, sir.
So which all conventions and rules you think of with regards to Marine Environment Protection Committee? MARPOL, can we say?
Marpol. Yes.
Yes.
IMDG code, can we say?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right? So these are all OPA 90 Oil Pollution Act, which is of course related to US and Canada or US waters, but still it is related to environment protection. Agree?
Right, sir.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So there are various rules and regulations which are under safety, and they are basically brought about, and you have to have minimum people agreement, Oshin. Okay. So if more than 50% people agree, then only it becomes a rule. Have you played this? I mean, of course, all of you must have played games in the childhood. So when you have 10 people, right, and then you decide, okay, what everybody wants, and the majority, whatever they want, everybody has to follow. You agree with that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Correct. And that type of procedure is followed in IMO. As long as the majority is okay, then it becomes a rule. Okay, like ISM code is a rule now. You can't say I will not follow ISM code, or ISPS code is a rule. It's a convention. It's a mandatory requirement. You can't say I will not follow ISPS code. Clear, all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Very good. Okay, so now let's do the last topic, and then we will close for the day, which is about stowage factor and which other word I mentioned?
Broken storage.
Storage.
Very good. See, memory is fantastic. Let me see where it is mentioned. Then we will go. Just give me a second. No, not this. Full screen. Oops. Just give me a second, okay? I'll close this and open the other one. Okay, it's over here. Okay, I'm going to share the screen, and only one person will speak, okay? The one whom I'm going to ask. Let me share the screen first. Okay. Okay. All right. Can you all see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Super.
Yes, sir.
Just a minute. Okay. Sunil, how is your background condition now? Is it okay? No disturbance? Or maybe
Yes, sir.
Swapnil? Okay. All right. Let's invite Swapnil. Okay. Swapnil, I hope you're not tired. I know it is Sunday afternoon. I know it is Sunday.
No, sir. No, sir.
But you know what the beauty about today's lecture is?
So the canals you taught us or something else?
Achha, okay, thanks for complimenting. What I'm saying is, we all are awake. 136 people are awake in the class after Sunday lunch. That's a big
Yes, yeah.
So thank you, girls and guys. It's very, very interesting. Okay, looking at these two jars, Swapnil, what comes to your mind? Only one point is enough, because we have to invite at least 3-4 people more to make you understand what this. Okay, forget about that storage factor. नीचे का जार में क्या है, उससे आपको पहले चीज क्या आती है माइंड में?
Sir, I mean two jars having two different kind of contents, basically.
Different kind of contents. Excellent. Okay, you can mute your mic. Let's go to Sanjeev Tiwari.
Yes, sir.
या ये जार देख के एक तो कंटेंट डिफरेंट है, और क्या दिख रहा है? चलो लेफ्ट वाले जार
मार्बल है।
हाँ जी,
एक में मार्बल है, उसकी क्वांटिटी ज्यादा है, और दूसरे में बॉल्स हैं जिनका साइज बड़ा है और क्वांटिटी थोड़ी कम होगी।
ठीक है जी, ये टेबल टेनिस बॉल्स के ऊपर बात करते हैं, मार्बल्स को बाद में छेकेंगे। ठीक है संजीव, चलो वेरी गुड। तो
उसमें जो स्पेस जो बॉल्स के बीच में स्पेस है वो भी ज्यादा होगा।
एक मिनट, आप इस सब आप बताओगे तो फिर मेरी क्या जरूरत है कि नहीं?
ये हुआ है सर,
ये हुआ है ऑलरेडी।
लास्ट लेक्चर।
ठीक, चलो लास्ट कर दो फिर।
actually, I think we have done it in another subject.
Yes.
Yesterday.
अच्छा, you have done this. Okay.
Shipping practice में किया है.
Yes.
तो बताओ मुझे.
हाँ,
क्या
shipping
हुआ?
practice.
Time
Last
बच
lecture.
गया. You can close early. Okay. All right. So in that case, what we can do is, how much time left? Oops, only 30 minutes to go. All right. So we are in the month of, which month is now?
November.
How many say October and how many say November? Oshin, अभी देखो आप. Explicit
Yes, sir.
acceptance और tacit acceptance क्या होता है पता चल जाएगा आपको. अभी कुछ लोग बोल रहे हैं अक्टूबर, कुछ लोग बोल रहे हैं
November.
हाँ. तो अभी देखो ये है हालत. We are still on 31st October evening, but yes, I go by the people who say November. Why I say that? Because it is only 2 months to go for the burner to increase the temperature before you appear for exam in March 2022. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Imagine करके चलो दिवाली में कुछ होने वाला नहीं है. Right? Santa Claus आएगा, उसके बाद वो हफ्ता कुछ करोगे नहीं. उसके बाद होली आएगी. न्यू ईयर आएगा. करेक्ट? तो कितना टाइम बचा है? Hardly 1.5 months for you to study, provided you are not doing anything else. Those who are doing jobs and those who are into bigger dreams, like I want to make my career in maritime insurance and बड़े बड़े सपने लेके जो बैठे हैं उनके लिए तो 1.5 महीना भी मिलेगा नहीं शायद. Right? Arbitration and case studies and insurance and damage and whatnot. It's a different subject. Okay, उसमें मैं जाता नहीं हूँ. I'm not too weak in that actually. I'm happy with this stowage factor and broken stowage and canal. See how easy it is.
Sir, sorry to break the flow, but can we, I mean, to all the ones who have done it in the last class, but can we go over it once more, stowage factor? Like, if not in depth, at least, upar say, we can just skim through it.
You want to do that?
Yes, I mean, good for the ones who have completed, but a lot of people do need to go over it again, because.
चलो ठीक है. तो मैं I'm of floor पे ये सवाल पूछता हूँ. How many want it?
Sir, please go for it, sir. I mean, Swapnil ji said.
Yes, sir.
Raise
So
hand.
please
Yes,
go.
sir.
Please go
Kamlesh,
for it, sir.
Raise hand.
We are okay.
Fine. ठीक है. Just give me a second. Oh, it's still open, right? It's good. Let me share the screen. Okay. All right. तो मैं किसके साथ था? विकास के साथ था, right? विकास?
Yes, sir.
Slideshow and this one. Okay. So the tennis balls on the left hand side, you can see something, right?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Now I come to the next one, which is Mohammad Adil. वो जो लेफ्ट वाला जार है जिसमें टेबल टेनिस के बॉल्स है, उसमें और क्या दिख रहा है आपको? Okay, he is not there. I don't know where he's gone. Santosh, what do you see there?
More spaces.
More space. Can you see different colors?
Yes, sir.
Imagine that different color is different cargo.
Right, sir.
Okay. So we are talking about a general cargo ship where there is a complete mixture of people. It's basic mixture of cargoes or commodities, right? So we have actual chivda on the left hand side.
Right, sir.
All right, good. Okay, Roxanne, switch on your mic.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you see the left hand side jar and you see the right hand side jar. Where do you have more space available?
On the left hand side.
On the
left hand side.
Correct. All right. Now on the right hand side where you have the marbles, the space is left space is lesser, right? Compared to the other jar. Yes.
Other jar.
Correct, sir.
Very good. Now let's concentrate on this table tennis wala jar. इसके अंदर अगर मैं marbles डालूं तो बैठेंगे?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, चलो मार्बल डाल दिए. इमेजिन करो वो टेबल टेनिस के जार में, टेबल टेनिस बॉल्स के जार में मैंने मार्बल्स डाल दिए. थोड़े टेबल टेनिस के बॉल्स निकाल के मैंने थोड़े मार्बल्स डाल दिए. They will all sit there, fit in there, some at least.
Some on.
Yes, sir.
Yes, some on.
When you shake that bar, when you shake that bar, it is going to get settled.
Yes.
Very good.
Yes, sir.
Next, I go to Manpreet. On top of this table tennis balls and marbles, can I add sand?
Yes, sir.
Super. तो sand भी बैठ
Yes,
गया.
sir.
हाँ
Yes.
जी.
When I shake that bar, it is going to settle some way or the other. It will settle.
Yes, sir.
Same way, the cargo gets settled when the ship is moving. आप समझ रहे हो क्या बोल रहा हूँ?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir.
sir.
अभी चूंकि ओशिन या जिसने भी मुझे रिक्वेस्ट किया कि इसको आप अपने एंगल से बताओ, मैं सिर्फ इसी पे ध्यान दे रहा हूँ बिकॉज बाकी तो आपको पता ही है. करेक्ट?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, Swapnil, you have table tennis balls, you got marbles, then you add sand. Can you add oil or water on top of that?
Yes, little bit, sir.
Little bit. It will still fit in.
It will still fit in to some extent.
और एक बार आपने ऑयल या वाटर डाल दिया, उसके बाद और कुछ आप डाल नहीं सकते.
नहीं डाल सकते.
Unless you
Yes.
do something. Correct?
Right.
Very good. Now, friends, when you look at these table tennis balls or when these marbles,
It will fit, sir.
the commodity is that particular table tennis ball or marble. That is the cargo. Okay. And this is basically the stowage. Now, of course, this stowage is at very haphazard manner. You cannot afford to have stowage like this on a ship's hatch or a ship's tank. Okay. Oil tanker to baat hi bhul jao because you cannot add. Can you add diesel and petrol together?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Discharge
No,
में separate कर लेंगे, हो जाएगा ऐसा?
No.
No.
नहीं होगा. So वहाँ पे तो you have to have homogeneous cargo only. If you are putting orange balls, you better put only orange balls on oil tankers. If you are putting yellow balls, only yellow ones. If you are putting green color marbles, only green color marbles. When you are talking about pure chemical tanker, parcel carrier or oil tanker. Clear?
Yes, sir.
All right. So wherever you see this cargo fixed or placed, that is your stowage. That means, suppose the total capacity of the jar is about, let's say 50 liters. Okay. And when you put these table tennis balls, they occupy only 30 liters out of 50 liters. Volume wise, I'm talking about. So remaining 20 liters is called as broken stowage. Understood what is stowage factor and what is broken stowage?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Now, in that broken stowage, we can put marbles, we can put sand, and we can put water or oil. But on a ship, if it is not a general cargo ship, we're not going to do that. Understood?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'll give you another example. Let's say we are loading a bulk carrier with bauxite. Okay. Bauxite is a commodity or cargo, right? And bauxite is a cargo which is used in steel manufacturing. Okay. Alumina जो होता है ना. Now when you load bauxite, okay, पहले तो you'll have big size rocks of bauxite. Then you're going to have small size rocks of bauxite. Then you're going to have small stone size size of bauxite. And then you're going to have powder of bauxite. That is called as ore of bauxite. So are you understanding what I'm trying to say? You have got bigger rocks, that is your table tennis balls. You've got smaller rocks, which are marbles. You've got powder, which is the ore, okay, the powder form of bauxite. And you can load all that in the same cargo hatch since it is homogeneous cargo. What is the word?
Homogeneous.
Homogeneous cargo. Can you see the jar with marbles, different color marbles?
Yes,
sir.
Imagine these marbles are different color marbles are different commodities or different cargos. When we are talking about different commodities and different cargos, then we are talking, the word for that is heterogeneous cargo.
Heterogeneous cargo.
That can happen on a general cargo ship with a twin deck facility. Twin deck matlab kya? A deck within a deck. Okay, of course, it will be done in shipping practice. It's not part of geography, but since you said, I'm understood. So you load in the lower hold, then you put the twin deck pontoon a cover, and then on top of that you can load more. Or in case of timber carriers, you load the entire hatch, and once the hatch pontoons are battened down or closed, you can load some more timber on top of the deck. Same you can do for containers. You saw the container, right? Cellular type container ships. You can fix the boxes inside the hold. You close the pontoons. You batten down the pontoons, and on top of that, you can also load containers. Right? So that's a different thing. So stowage factor and broken stowage. Okay. Let me quickly put you through this. Okay, have you seen this particular slide in the lecture? Whoever had taken this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, those who have not, just write down wheat bulk 1.53 is the storage factor. Storage factor means the percentage out of the
Offloading capacity.
yes, out of the total capacity available. Okay, so wheat bulk is 1.53. Let's say iron ore bulk is 0.71. Heavy crude oil 0.95. You can just write down 3, 4 because in the exam it will be like, okay, draw and describe storage factor and broken storage. You can write any 4 and just write down what is the approximate storage factor. Now let's say in the exam light crude oil, instead of 1.07, you write 1.10, no one is going to hang you. So relax. As long as it is not 0.5, it's okay. Okay?
Sir, 1.60 is total capacity to load the cargo and 1.53 is the how much cargo is loaded. Is it correct, sir?
How much space is occupied? Okay?
Okay, sir.
Now let me come to this jar again. Okay. One very interesting word. अभी इससे मुझे याद आया इसलिए मैं बता रहा हूँ. We talked about storage factor. Yes, Swapnil?
Yes, sir.
We talked about broken storage.
Yes, sir.
You have to secure the cargo. So cargo storage will happen. Cargo sealing will happen. इसको बंद करना पड़ेगा नहीं तो movement करेगा सब.
Yes,
Correct?
sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you have storage factor and your broken storage and you close the jar. Correct?
Yes, sir.
इसका मतलब आपको इतना पक्का पता है कि इससे आगे मैं टेनिस बॉल इसमें डाल नहीं सकता.
Yes, sir.
And on the right hand side jar, इससे आगे मैं marbles इसमें डाल नहीं सकता.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, can anyone from you tell me the difference between broken storage and dead freight?
So dead freight.
Dead freight में होता है कि
Wait,
वो
one
जो
person.
agreed quantity.
हाँ, who is that? पहले नाम तो बताओ.
सर संजीव.
हाँ संजीव बोलो. Dead freight क्या?
सर डेड फ्रेट में क्या से होता है कि मतलब जो एग्रीड क्वांटिटी है मतलब जहां तक मार्बल भर सकते हैं वहां तक भी नहीं भरा है तो वो शायद डेड फ्रेट हो गया.
ओके, मतलब आपने किसी को प्रॉमिस किया कि मैं मेरे जार में 50 मार्बल डालूंगा और आपने 45 डाल दिया तो 5 का डेड फ्रेट हो गया, ये बता रहे हो आप?
यस सर. ऐसा as per my understanding sir.
No, your understanding is correct. I'm just clarifying that. So understood,
Yes,
all of you, what is dead freight?
Yes, sir.
You promise something and you load short, that is dead freight. How it will happen? Anyone can tell me? What are the possibilities of dead freight to happen?
Sir, in case of non-availability of cargo.
Okay, yes. लेकिन
या फिर उसका ड्राफ्ट अचीव हो गया या फिर उसका ड्राफ्ट अचीव हो गया उतने ही कार्गो में मतलब
inappropriate storage.
Okay,
The shape of the cargo.
Yeah.
Bulkage factor.
Whether the cargo is voluminous or not.
Who said shape of the cargo?
Ocean.
ठीक, अभी ओशिन आपने एक मुझे सवाल पूछा था, मैं आपको एक सवाल पूछता हूँ. मैं can I, madam?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. You promised that you will be loading 50 marbles in the jar. किसको promise किया? You promised to the charterer. ठीक है?
Yeah.
All right. Now you have two situations. Okay, ध्यान से सुनो क्या बोल रहा हूँ. And everybody please pay attention. It is not only Ocean, it is everyone. Let's say Ocean, you promised 50 marbles to load in that jar. And you know that 50 marbles भरने के बाद ये jar पूरा भर जाएगा. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Ocean, can you?
Yes, sir. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm talking to you, champion. So 50 marbles, this jar is going to get full.
Yeah.
Now suppose the charterer has made that agreement with you as a ship owner, and you are at the loading point where the shipper says, I do not have 50 marbles, I have only 45 marbles. Now who is responsible for that 5 additional marbles money?
The person who owns the cargo.
The person who owns the cargo, yes. So suppose a liability has to be enforced on somebody. I give you 3 options. The liabilities or the payment of liability should be paid by consignee, should be paid by the ship owner or should be paid by the shipper?
Consignee, because of misdeclaration.
So, by shipper, sir.
By the shipper. The shipper has failed to provide the
Ship is hired by shipper, sir.
cargo. Very
Oh,
simple.
right. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Is condition number 1. Excellent, Doshi. Abhi aap mute kar lo. Let me catch somebody else. Okay, Santosh, switch on your mic.
Yes, sir, I'm there.
Very good. You are in Great Lakes loading marbles.
Okay.
Your maximum draft, you have done, your chief officer on the ship has made some, you in the sense, okay, you are the ship owner and there is a chief officer on the ship who has made some cargo calculation error.
Okay.
Abhi aapka draft 12 meters is the maximum draft at the port.
Okay.
You have reached 12 meters draft.
Okay.
And 5 marbles are yet to be loaded. That means you still have space of 5 marbles in the jar of the ship.
Okay.
Now who is responsible?
Vessel, chief officer.
Can you load 5 more marbles and make the draft from 12 to 12.5?
No, sir.
No.
So you cannot load additional cargo, correct?
No, sir. Yeah.
But dead freight has happened.
Yes.
And there the ship owner is responsible. Have you understood what I said?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Get these concepts. See, I'm going on a finer point. Of course, it is not related to stowage factor and broken stowage. Why I'm telling you this? Because in your career, somewhere or the other, if you continue in shipping, you're going to get these dilemmas, right? And that is
Yes,
where
sir.
you have to be crystal clear about what is, see, very important. Okay, all of you have done this FOB, CFR and whatever.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So basically क्या है? What is international commercial terms tell you? Incoterms, what do they tell you?
Incoterm.
Responsible for what? Who is liable for what?
Who is responsible?
Liability and
for
risk.
what? Very good. First is cost, freight, insurance. Okay.
Yes, sir.
You have to know who is going to be responsible if the cargo cost drops. And how it can happen? You load Hapus Alfonso mango from Ratnagiri. By the time it reaches Nashik, Alfonso season is over, and that Alfonso has no same rate or same demand in Nashik. The rate is going to collapse. That is cost of the cargo. Insurance. Anything happens between Ratnagiri and Nashik, who is going to take the brunt of that? Who is going to be responsible or liable for that? And freight, who is going to take care of the payment of the logistic? And in तीनों को cover करने के लिए, who is going to take care of the entire insurance part?
Maybe charter, sir.
इसी के ऊपर पूरा Incoterms घूम रहा है. Okay, that is why you must be very, very clear and very careful about what is the type of Incoterm I am fixing with between shipper and consignee, or between shipper and freight charterer, or between owner and charterer. What is the type of contract I'm going for? Very important. You go for FOB, someone else is going to be responsible. You go for CFR, something else is there. If you go for X work, someone is going to be responsible. Have you understood what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Well, I'll stop sharing. Now we have how much time to go? 5 minutes. Lucky. Any questions? Anyone? With regards to your exams, guys and girls, it is just a matter of 2 months more. Okay, I told you in the first or second lecture, correct? How many subjects you are going to appear for? If you appear for all?
5.
5 subjects. On an average, how many chapters are there, Roxanne, per subject? About 15. So total कितने हो गए?
75.
75. In the month of February, okay, एग्जाम में अगर काफी गैप है तो ठीक है, एक हफ्ते में एक एग्जाम होगा तो ठीक है, अदरवाइज एक के बाद एक होगा तो imagine yourself remembering 75 chapters in a matter of switch off and switch on, correct or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Right. So I'm asking the question to me myself. How should I study for geography? Correct? All right. Ideal answer. Of course, ideal and reality में फर्क होता है. Ideal answer. I will start doing the map work from today. not today, sorry, tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Right, I open the India map, I open the world map, and I start doing the map work. Why I want to do the map work? I want to understand which are the important ports, which are the key ports, which are the bunkering ports, right? I want to know where the canals are. I want to know what is international dateline. I want to know what is prime meridian, what is GMT. I want to know what is load line, where is tropical zone, where is summer zone, where is winter zone, where is winter North Atlantic. If sir asks me to draw a load line mark on the starboard side of the ship, I should know how to draw that, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
हाँ, तो तंगड़ी कहाँ पे होना चाहिए, TFF कहाँ पे होना चाहिए, TSW कहाँ पे होना चाहिए, WNA कहाँ पे होना चाहिए, Plimsoll mark कहाँ पे होना चाहिए. If someone asks me about classification society, I need to at least know what is Lloyd Register and what is DNV, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
I'll ask you in the exam, name the 5 classification societies you know with their head office name or head office place, correct? So आपको इतना तो पता होना चाहिए IRS.
Yes, sir.
इतना तो होना चाहिए ना, इंडियन रजिस्टर्ड शिपिंग IRS इज इन बॉम्बे.
Yes, Mumbai.
इसलिए और 4 तो आपको वैसे ही पता है, नहीं पता है तो पढ़ लो.
Class NK, Japan, Tokyo.
Okay, I'm just throwing some names, right? In the next lecture, I believe I'm trying to make 2 more lectures, but if I get only 1 lecture, then what I suggest to all of you is please start going through your past question papers. पिछले 5 साल के क्वेश्चन पेपर्स आपको निकालने हैं जो अवेलेबल है साइट पे. Go through the question papers, you will know the trend. What type of questions come? Type of question means not the question as such, but how the question paper is set. Okay, so you should know how the question paper is set. Start doing your map work. Theory questions you need to know कि कौन से theory questions बार-बार आ रहे हैं, right? And I will start making my own notes by reading the book. I hope all of you have opened the books.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Correct. So go through that. You will know so many things about the theory part. As far as geography is concerned, 5 questions, 20 marks each. 2 questions only on map work. Okay. That map work can be currents, it can be canals, it can be bunkering ports, it can be the passage. Okay, just remind me next time. We will try to take the ship from New York to Australia. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Via Suez Canal or via Cape, your choice. Or we will do both if you want. Okay.
Yes, sir. Sure, sir.
Another one is we'll start the ship from Japan, and via Pacific we'll try to use Panama Canal and take it to maybe Europort. Just remind me that. Okay.
Sure, sir.
Right.
So for geography in general, if we study last 5-6 years question papers, will that be enough to like clear, or do we need to study apart from that also?
As long as you go through the past 5 question papers and you, I hope you have attended all the lectures.
Yes, sir. Attended.
Right. So you have understood the concepts.
Yes, sir.
Most of the concept. I don't think the person who is going to set the papers will bring out something which is completely out of the box. It will be very much from within the box. That much I remember and understand from whatever time I have spent in this prestigious institute.
Okay, sir.
All right. So I hope you understand what I'm trying to say.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So do that. Right.
Excuse me, sir.
Anji.
Could you please just give the basic breakup of the question paper, like how many total marks and usually how many marks single question is there?
Two question papers, 2 questions on map work. Okay. When you go through the question papers, you will know what I'm trying to say.
Yes, sir, that is for sure. But okay, sir, no issues.
The remaining 3, normally you will have 4 questions, and out of which you have to attempt 3. Everyone will go for, will have 20 marks. In case there is a slight change, then maybe 4 questions of 15 marks. So basically, क्या है? 60 marks को cover करना है.
4 questions of 15 marks each.
4 into 15 कितना हुआ?
No, that is correct, but okay, fine.
3 hours आराम से बैठ जाएगा. But I can tell you with my experience that if you are not sure about your map work, then friends, 1 hour will just evaporate like that, and you will realize कि आपने अपने पहले 2 क्वेश्चन ही अटेम्प्ट नहीं किए हुए, ठीक है? तो वैसे मत करो, टाइम, हाँ? तो it's not only about looking at the last 5 years question papers, but attempting them is also important. घड़ी लगा के अटेम्प्ट करो, समझ रहे हो क्या बोल रहा हूँ?
Yes, sir.
हाँ, आपको भले ही पूरा महाभारत मालूम है, लेकिन अगर पूछा उतना ही है तो उतना ही बताओ, ठीक है? शांतनु से लेके पांडवों का हिमालय विजिट तक पूरा कवर मत करो. अगर कुरुक्षेत्र का पूछा है तो कुरुक्षेत्र ही बताओ, नहीं तो आपको 3 घंटे कम पड़ेंगे. समझ रहे हो क्या बोल रहा हूँ?
Got it, sir.
And make a habit of writing, because you have to write and then probably take a photo and upload it. Of course, that procedure Irfan and VBox platform will explain to you sometime in January or February, right? Anything else, or we close?
No, sir.
Okay.
No, sir. Thank you.
No, sir. Thank you.
Good for today. Thank you so much.
Sir, wish you happy Diwali.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Happy Diwali.
Thank you, sir. Wish you happy Diwali.
Happy Diwali, sir.
Happy Diwali.
All of you, happy Diwali.
Good day, sir. Bye, sir.